The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as facts or an indicting nature to any party, viewing, or mention. We hope you're entertained. Thanks for watching.
What up? What up? What up?
What up? What up? What up? It's your boy ET. no,
That
hey,
makes sense though. I thought she was gonna do that.
No,
what?
that's gonna be funny.
Carisha.
Wow, I'm hearing myself. Hold on,
Yo, we
hold
back.
on,
Another
hold on.
episode of What's the
I
Word?
bet that's Chris.
Episode.
That is so good.
That's not Chris. Hold on, ho. Can I say ho? Is it too early in the stream for me to say ho?
No, well, I mean, they might think you're saying whole.
Hold on, hold.
It's just Cree right there at the bottom.
That's Chris. But he unmuted.
Yeah,
All us.
yeah, it was just Cree.
It was Chris. Chris said y'all got him.
Ah man. Well,
Because I muted his mic. So he gonna have to turn something down.
well, for y'all at home that's tuned in right now, this is episode 48 of What's the Word?
We almost at 50.
Live. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. We've been doing this thing for almost a year now, and it's dope. It's dope. But getting to 50 episodes is crazy. Like they said we weren't gonna make it to 30. Now look at us.
Who was
said
that?
we
They
wasn't gonna
didn't
make
even
it to
say
30?
Making up haters.
that. Okay.
You gotta make us some haters. You need haters.
You
If
gotta make up haters is crazy.
Big ups.
You gotta hire your
I'm supposed to
haters.
finish it.
All my haters.
Jail say that was a very
out to-
corny time for you to bring that in.
Shout out to
the
all the
point.
shout out to all the haters out there. We need y'all. Y'all motivate us.
We don't even got no haters.
We got a few. We got like 3.
We're a very great collective of people.
Man,
They be
think
talking
so.
about me.
We
That
good on
Ryan
any
Garcia
MLK
clip, they said I
vibe.
wasn't even Hispanic.
Huh?
What they call you?
girl, you gotta let that shit go. Let that shit go.
You know what?
Let it go.
I know you ain't talking,
I'll
Mr.
let-
Sensitive.
I'll let everything go.
See.
Trust
You
me.
know what?
My zen is on point today. Y'all just don't know how on point my zen is on today.
Did you do
Okay.
yoga today?
Do you feel free?
I definitely feel free. I feel relaxed.
He's one with his chi.
I am. My chakras are all aligned. I meditated. I prayed this morning. You know what I mean? So my chakras is all aligned. So
Proud of you.
That's good to hear.
That's
man.
good.
I like that for you a lot.
I'm good. They can hear us at home.
God is good.
In TV land, y'all
All
can
the
hear?
time.
Okay. So before we get into the
y'all
show,
good.
Thank you for finishing it, because I'm looking at her thinking she gonna finish it.
Nah, I know. I go to the church every now and then. I know something.
I'll pray do that. I was gonna say icebreaker today. We already starting off with good energy today, but just a quick little icebreaker to start the show. We was talking about run clubs off mic, and then you say that's where the girls be at. So I want to. Where do y'all feel? Each one of y'all just real quickly. Where do y'all feel y'all can find the girls and the ladies situations, the guys? What do y'all feel like the number one the spot you can go to when they be like, yo, it's an easy
Like
layup.
the good.
You finna charge me $5 if I let you know what my answer is.
Girl, please.
She gonna say New York.
I'm gonna say a specific part of New York though.
Go ahead. Just for the fun of the broadcast.
You cannot go to the Bronx or Harlem. If you have, I always say this: if you have low self-esteem, go to Uptown, and you will walk out feeling like Beyonce.
So is
for real.
Uptown like
So where do you go to find the guys? Answer the question.
I don't go nowhere to find guys.
All right, so you can't even ask the question. All right, Bree, where you go?
I don't. I'm a homebody.
Well, you know you be like, I could guarantee give me one of them.
go to the happy hours? South Loop.
You go to happy hours.
Happy hours.
I can't even.
Awesome.
The guys be
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah, when they be just not getting off work, they
The
still got their
corporate- the
suits
corporate-
on.
Oh, the corporate guys.
Does it depend on
Okay.
what type of guy you're looking for?
Everybody wants somebody that got some money.
But some people don't want a
Ooh, I
man
know
that has
exactly.
a
No, I
9 to 5.
know
They
where we
rather have
starting at
somebody
today.
that
No,
got.
that's true. If you day
entrepreneur.
drinking, you probably got a little bit of money. You got a little bit of
Yeah.
money. You day drinking.
But okay, so for the guys, does that matter? Do y'all have like when you go somewhere and you're looking for a girl? Is there a specific type of girl that you set out looking for? And does the does the environment change?
Yeah, the one that ain't asking for money.
So what part do you want us to go first? Do you want us to icebreaker
Just
go
answer it.
where the girls at?
You ain't gotta go that deep, Cody.
Right,
I just want to
just
let you know
answer the
this because
question.
sometimes you just be.
Jay just went deep with the question. So
Not
you talking
necessarily
that
ask
deep,
you
she
two
just
simple
extended what-
questions.
But I knew you was gonna try to take it deeper. Just answer it. Where the hoes be at?
That's all I'm trying to get to.
You could want a corporate hoe. You could want a gym baddie. You could like
Gym is the worst place to get the girl.
why?
I can tell.
Gym is the worst place.
Yeah.
Two places I never talk to women. I never talk to a woman at the gym, or I never talk to a girl at the club. Those are two places I never get on.
Smart man.
Future ex-wife, if you watching this, just know.
Future ex-wife.
Just know. if I'm at the gym or if I'm at the club, you won't never gotta worry about me getting another girl number or talking to another
He
one.
said future ex-wife. You just know you gonna divorce your wife.
That's
like what?
For the culture.
That's crazy.
But what would you find them at, Chris, for yourself?
Like the nice young ladies.
What do you think they'd be at? What do you think they'd be at? Just hypothetically.
Yeah, if I think, because I don't do these things.
Chris ain't gotta go nowhere. He a hot commodity in the city right now. So
Oh,
y'all know everybody.
His girl is listening to this broadcast.
Everybody wants some Chris.
I don't know none about that. But I would say, I ain't gonna lie, how we just saying, like the run clubs, they seem like they packed. If you looking for a nice young lady, a run club, you know what I'm saying? You'll exercise in.
She get up early. She care about her health.
Feel me? She care
Y'all
about her
go
exercise.
get a nice little matcha after.
See, Bree know.
matcha.
Bree know the game.
Yeah. I ain't never been to a run club before, so I'm about to try that out.
It look fun though.
I think as long as it's not the club or the gym, I feel like
club or the gym.
Yeah,
I feel like,
But does run club kind of correlate with gym? Because it's still like.
but it's more like a collective thing. At
But
the
you
gym,
still
you kind
see
of.
ass bouncing when they run.
We ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that at all. We talking about fitness. Like at the gym, you probably doing your own thing, but the run club is supposed to engage people with each other.
Okay.
That's a little different. But at the club, though, I feel like it ain't nothing in the club unless you looking for somebody for the night.
I feel like
Honestly, if you find your partner in the club, it's
that
crazy.
will find love in the club.
I would hope not.
I feel like we was coming up right at the end of that generation.
no, me and the club do not mix, especially when it come down to trying to get some or getting.
You just haven't had
Been
luck.
unlucky.
And since I jumped off the porch, I've never been able to have a one night stand from the club. I think I've never. I tried once or twice.
With the two.
Don't be telling my business.
You said it
Do not tell my business.
Okay.
Oh,
shh. Even though you said it before.
Do not tell my
Hey,
business.
chill.
Look at her.
Wait, Cody, you ain't. That's crazy.
So for one, I don't. Y'all know me. I'm like really like a real soft spoken, not shy type of person. So when I'm in the club, I don't really like talking over loud music. So I don't even really engage when I'm in. I hate clubs. You know what I'm saying?
So you don't go to them?
I don't go to them, but when I've been there,
What about like a lounge?
Lounge is different.
Do you go to lounges? I feel like
you're a lounge guy.
See, I'm a day party type of person. So if I'm gonna go out, it's gonna be during the day. So
At that age, huh?
I just be like that my whole life. I've been like that.
I'm gonna get y'all to play. I'm gonna get y'all to play.
I feel like Chris waiting to say something.
Yeah, he want to get in this.
Chris, go ahead.
I'm gonna get y'all to play. Guys find their wives at Target because it's expensive as hell to be in Target. I'm finna give you the play right now, Cody. The summer changing, sundress season failed us, so it's up to Uggs and gray leggings in Target. That's where they at. I'm telling you. Trust me on this. Trust me on this. Don't argue with me. Trust me on this.
I'm not gonna lie. That's easy work. The Targets is the Target. Targets, gas stations, and grocery stores are easy work.
I just can't see myself talking to somebody.
I haven't
at
talked to
Target.
nobody that tried to talk to me at the gas station.
I feel like it would be creepy. Like, what you following me around the store
Nobody
for?
ever tried to talk to me at Target, but I feel like I could find my husband in Target. Because one thing, men hate grocery shopping.
We hate
They
it.
hate like going to look,
Very true.
having to buy like supplies and stuff like that, domestic stuff that they need a girlfriend for. They absolutely hate doing it. So if he's spending time like really trying to pick his fruit out,
That's a good man.
They in home goods too now. I'm telling y'all. If y'all looking for pillows,
I would talk to somebody at home.
And Bath and Body Works. That's an easy layup too.
Y'all love Bath and Body Works.
If you at Bath and Body Works, you.
What?
You
gotta like jumping off the deep end, bro. We look out of place in Bath and Body Works.
Single men are just going to Bath and Body Works.
Right.
Therapy candles.
They got some good candles.
Men love it.
They got some good lotion, like some body lotion. Y'all ever had that?
I did it.
You can get
No, but they do. They got like the room spray, so like when they know they got their little girl coming over, they can spray the room.
Bath and Body
you need to, girl. You gotta.
I got a discount card.
Expand your horizons, sis.
So I'm gonna tell you something about what a man, right? One thing we gonna do is we're gonna make sure our crib or our place, wherever we at between our crib and our car, is smelling good and is presentable for women. Everything we do is for women. So we know we got a girl coming over.
Cody, every time I get in your car look.
I don't be having dirty. When I'm dating or if I'm seeing a chick,
it's gonna
I'm definitely cleaning my shit.
Okay.
Literally, I ain't gonna
so
say
then
when.
So you single right now? You not dating right now?
I'm single, not dating right now. But in the past, I'm put it like this: in the past, not too long, like a long time ago, but in the past, it was a young lady I took to the airport. Right, I literally, before I took her to the airport at like early in the morning, I literally went to the car wash like late as hell at night and cleaned my car out.
I ain't gonna. That's a desperation right there.
No, it's not. You just trying to
late
make
at night.
Yeah.
What? No.
If your car not clean as a man, I am gonna look at you crazy.
That shit had to have your car clean. That shit had to be clean, smelling good.
But I give people the benefit of the doubt sometimes because I know some people got
the tires had to be shining.
So you was doing the most, man. You picked up Rihanna or something?
Listen, man, you gotta make everything's an experience. You know what I'm saying? So when she experience you have it whatever facet, you gotta make sure it's
because I'm sorry,
it can be.
I gotta change my mind frame then. Because me, if I walk into whoever I'm talking to crib and he got a Bath and Body, what bitch was here?
No,
who was here?
You
gifted you this.
When the last time you been to Bath and Body Works?
That's why, not that long ago. But I'm saying that's why I'm saying I gotta. Okay, so now I'm realizing I gotta may change my mind.
Yeah, you gotta.
Men like to smell good and have the room smelling nice.
I think you gotta. I think when you start dealing with men, that how they say even with like food, like they palates are upgraded. Like men get different. They palates and their choices are upgraded. Like sometimes we just like different shit.
I'm gonna start saying that.
Yeah.
I got a different palate now.
I done been in men's crib that had a little air fresheners, but
I know how to order more than salmon, and you know what I'm saying.
I want a man with a mature palate.
You know.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna give y'all the game on the other side though. If your first name ends in an A, stay away from me. Is you cool?
Can we take him off screen?
We like you better when you be sitting
Listen, no Tianas, Briannas, Sierra.
What you mean though? Are you serious right now, Chris? Do I have the power to fire him? You can't come back here no more.
We feel no pressure, big dog. Hey, I heard something about you too.
Brianna's not the best, actually.
I heard something about you too, not for nothing. They said because you got two vowels at the end of your first name, did your mom or did your people stutter when they gave you your first name? Because I got a homeboy that his last name is Friend, but they spell it with two F's. So they said his name is for Friend. So it was kind of fun. It was kind of funny at the time.
Yo, hey, give him some water. I think he needs some water.
Is you cool? For real.
It's a wild start to the show.
He just wild today.
This was a very interesting start.
If you over there drinking some tequila, just let us know.
I don't drink. I don't drink. Sober soldier, man. I'm working. Okay. I'm working, G. I'm out here putting on for y'all. I miss y'all. I'm gonna be back in the lab real soon, though.
He high on life. That's how
clearly.
It's supposed to be.
Chris.
Nah. But that was a good start. That was a good start. Interesting to see how people meet people and get out with, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I need to get out more.
Yeah, you gotta go to them happy hours.
You gotta expand your palate, G.
Word.
You want me to expand my palate to Chicago?
My palate.
No.
Honestly, I think Jay, just by me knowing you, I feel like if you actually went outside into different locations in Chicago, you will realize that the whole New York Chicago thing, as far as like dating wise, there's no difference. You can find a good guy here.
Oh, I'm not.
She's just trolling.
Yeah.
Okay. You had to clear your throat. You all right? You cool? You have.
She don't want. She don't want that man to hear her.
No, I mean, if you got a guy now, that's cool. That's no disrespect, but I think we kind of both men and women. I think we kind of shit on the city where we from a lot and be like, yo.
First off, New York was rated the worst city today, number 1.
Damn, number 1.
I just like the X.
Nah, that's not true.
Chicago
That's
was
not
number
true.
4.
Okay,
that's not true.
All right, so we not number 1.
We not number 1. We was number 4.
All right, that's good.
What's
I
2
can
and 3?
see that.
LA and then Philly.
I could see LA being.
Where does this list come from?
Yeah, like what is?
Where was this list from, Bree?
Fetish friends or something like that.
Yeah.
Fetish fiends.
Sound freaky.
Nah,
Yeah.
I used to live in. I lived in New York for 8 years. I never had a problem with that at all.
I'm not gonna hold you. I had I moved out there, got a boo like right away.
I was gonna say all the people that I know that moved to New York from Chicago, they got booed up real quick.
Damn.
And they like locked in.
But I feel like there is that.
They gotta
like,
get that rent. They gotta pay
Chicago
rent.
and New York.
Shut up, please.
Honestly, I feel like when people move to LA and New York, they be trying to get them in a relationship because
like
rent
each
be
other.
higher than the motherfucker.
Rent do be had. You
Side
gotta get a
conversations.
roommate.
How we gonna have side conversations doing mid-pod?
I'm sorry.
That's crazy. But since we in a relationship dating conversation, I guess it's only right to start with this topic. So the diddler was arrested. P. Diddy, for people who don't know, he was arrested, and during his arrest, Boosie and a lot of other people were speaking up on prostitution and sex trafficking. So, and this is Boosie's point, and some of the points I think I kind of agree with, and I think a lot of people kind of agree with where he was coming from. But when he was saying like sex trafficking and prostitution, like getting basically when athletes and rappers and entertainers fly women out, that's by law now, or like that's stated that's sex trafficking and that falls under prostitution. But what they were saying, like how he was explaining, like that's just typical the norm to fly a young lady out, buy her certain things, kick it with her, show her a nice time, and then of course y'all have sex or intercourses. And both like how y'all was explaining the woman, she do it to young boys too. I don't know her name, but like that's just the norm. Like some people just way of life, but that's considered sex trafficking and prostitution. So my thing to y'all is, do y'all feel like if y'all was to be flown out, is that considered prostitution to y'all?
No.
No.
Explain.
Why I gotta explain it? I mean,
this is a broadcast, and we got people watching.
So if a guy that I'm dating says, "Hey, I have a work trip," or "Hey, let's go on vacation," and I say, "Cool,"
it's not a guy you date. It's a guy that want to get up with you. Because if the guy you dating, y'all in a relationship.
if a guy want to get up with me, are we long distance? Like, do he stay in Chicago?
No, this guy stay in Arizona.
Okay, he in Arizona, and he say, "Hey, let's spend some time together. We can go to Miami for 3 days." And I say, "Cool," and we go out there. That's what it is. It's not sex trafficking or prostitution. I just think that's an out of state date.
Okay.
Out of state date.
Before you get back to that, Jay,
What?
how do you feel?
It's the one. It's us really not trying to answer this.
No, I feel like it's not prostitution. I feel like it's only prostitution if
Why y'all laughing at
y'all.
her not thinking
Okay,
it's
so
prostitution?
I'm gonna give you a scenario. I'm gonna give y'all a scenario.
Don't give me a scenario. Just answer the question.
I
They
said no.
they trying not to get their sky miles taken away. That's what it is, bro. Like you put them on the high seat for real.
How do you feel?
About it being prostitution.
It's everybody acting like they don't know what the
No,
question
it's
is.
not. It's not prostitution though. It's not prostitution.
Thank you,
On
Chris.
surface level, y'all
On
say
a
it's
certain
not.
on a surface
Surface level
It's
is not
not
prostitution.
it's not prostitution.
So
Y'all don't
no.
want it to be prostitution. Let's say
Exactly.
that.
So
Y'all
now
don't want it to be
let's
that.
get into a deeper layer of it, right? So we was in our production meet, and I'm not gonna say no names, but
You could say my name because I said
You
it.
can say
That's
my
broke
name
nigga
too, 'cause I was
behavior. You
asking
think it's
questions.
prostitution?
she said one of our co-hosts on this panel right now said that's broke person behavior. If you feel like that's prostitution. And my response to that was in the conversation, let's say if we out kicking it and we in Miami, we flew out to Miami, we flew out to Colombia, we flew out to Arizona, wherever that. But me and you don't stay in the same spot. I told you I'm gonna buy your ticket, come out here and stuff, right? If I don't spend no money on you, buy you anything, or wow you when you out here, and if I want to get sex, we just do basic minimum stuff, right? If I try to have sexual relations with you, if you say you ain't spending no money, why you think he gonna get some vagina? Like, that's prostitution.
But I ain't say that.
I ain't gonna say what you said in the call, but that's as simple as prostitution. And then if you take it on another, that's actually sex trafficking because you took it across state lines. But
Oh my God.
prostitution can be in the same city because, like we was talking about in the production call, if you come at your mouth like, yo, he trying to have sex with me, but he ain't really spend no money on me, he ain't did nothing like those, and these are words that I literally hear women say on a daily basis. He ain't even spending no money.
Let me stop you right
Can I
there
say
for
something,
a second.
teacher?
I want go Jay.
This the thing.
What's the thing?
Society standards, when it comes to society, when it comes to men are valued through, and it's just the known thing that men are valued through what they provide, right? So as a woman, I'm looking at you, and if you are not providing anything to me, and you want something that to me I consider sacred, or I consider that I don't do with everybody, yes, I'm gonna look at it's gonna attest to your character too of what you're willing to give. Because you want me to give my most prized possession up.
So in return for me, in return for me to get your most prized possession, I have to provide you with something. It's an exchange.
I think it's just to make, and also y'all talk yourselves out of pussy though, because this is the thing.
No.
No,
Answer the question.
It's a journey.
Go ahead.
Answer the question.
It's a
Answer the
journey.
question.
Exactly what I'm talking
No,
about.
I don't know.
Journey.
No. Before we get to Bree, I want I want you to double down on what you said. You said society say we have to be a
on the same
provider.
page, they will let us talk.
Right, they don't wanna let us
Because you
talk.
can't.
Nah, y'all trying to tag team. ISO. Clear out. It's on Jay.
Going off with your words, your exact words, and I don't want to yell over each other, but your exact words were like society say men have to be provided. So I feel like you're not providing me anything. Why should I give you anything? Something that's so sacred, right? That was what you just said uttered 30 seconds ago.
You want something out of it too, though, right?
Yes. I want something out of it too. So I have to provide. You said by society standard, I have to provide. So what is it do I have to provide to you in order to get what you feel like sacred?
I think it's comfortability first and foremost. I think it's providing an experience for that woman so that she feels like you actually took the time to care about her experience with you. Like, yo, we're gonna go out here. Let's go to dinner. You may or may not take that person shopping. Like, to me, I feel like this. Y'all men be talking yourselves out of pussy. The more you do, the more the woman is gonna be probably more comfortable with whatever. I don't want to say whatever you're asking, but how you gonna say that when
She said, I have it.
So you trying to beat around to what you're saying there. You say so, but what the root of what you just said is that if you provide an experience, if you provide me with an experience and make me comfortable, it's a chance that you have sexual relations.
Yeah,
gotcha. That's your answer. Bree specific.
I just feel like if I go to pole dance class, that don't mean I'm a pole dancer,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Just because I make drinks don't mean I'm a bartender.
Okay.
Prostitution is an occupation.
Prostitution
that's
is
a good point.
Prostitution
That's
is
a good
service.
point.
Okay.
A service.
Okay.
That's a service. That's
where you're looking for
a prostitute is an occupation. I do this on a normal.
Shut up.
But prostitution
Please
is
shut
a
up.
service.
Now you know your language arts today. Like,
making drinks.
What do you call people who do
making a drink,
prostitution?
but actually,
What do you call people who do prostitution?
a prostitute.
You're a prostitute.
But they
Exactly.
are because
They're
they clock
synonymous.
in and they expect
There's
that.
no clock in.
But it's a service. Okay, it's a service. Let's go with that.
It's a service of exchange
There's a service.
for sex for
There
money.
is a service of exchange.
Yeah.
But if I'm not expecting an exchange, but the exchange just continues to come my way,
That's not prostitution. What I'm saying is that if you don't get the exchange and your response to if I just provide you with a good time, but if you going in saying like, yo, well, you ain't even paying me no money, or you ain't even got no money, or
I don't think.
but that's just like a friendship. Because if they not being a good friend to you, like if the friendship isn't being reciprocated, then you gonna not be their friend, right?
Wow, Chris.
But I'm
Is that not true? Does that not make sense?
No, can we get new?
Bree, you not
I
going
mean-
into a situation saying give me X amount of money,
You
right?
literally just
Never.
you
So
literally
that-
just
no.
said
Unless it's
you're-
already
you
expected,
literally
which is
just-
prostitution.
You literally just said I'm
No.
going to the South Loop doing happy hour because that's where them people with the money at.
Because that's because
the type
I
of
have
man she
standards. That's
So
standard.
you want they have money, right?
That's standard.
Men have the money, right? These men have the money. What does them having money have to do with you?
It's just a higher.
No,
class.
no.
Wait, wait.
How does it affect your life?
It affects how she dates because if he's broke, he can't take her on an experience. like
Cody,
she wants.
Cody, I ain't gonna let you get away with that one.
Thank
I ain't
you.
gonna lie.
Okay.
You know
Thank
damn
God.
well you're not gonna
Nah.
date no broke chick. You not gonna date no broke chick that's always asking you for some money. She always got issues.
To pull out, I'm building
Don't let
an
her have
empire.
Like
over
she got
here.
problems, she got bills, she always complaining. You
Think
nigga want that.
Think about it, right? Think about it, right?
Thinking.
So what you just said, and I want to get Noop in here too. What you just said, you said women complaining. Women with money, broke with money or whatever or good, they all gonna complain. They're just being real. They just gonna complain. So I can't say that. Now you asking me.
You
me.
can't just assume that all women are gonna complain.
Yeah, I'm. They gonna complain.
Cree, please.
Okay.
I mean,
you know
They go
what?
complain.
that's like a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. So we go say that, right? Grandma be watching. I'm sorry.
I'm not even gonna disagree with you. I know I be complaining sometimes.
Then you just said she's asking me for money, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes, that's gonna be. I don't care what you got going on. Why are you asking me for some money? Like why are you asking me for something? Like that just don't really. Because I'm not asking you for anything.
You asked for the exchange of services, ain't you?
That's prostitution. Now if that's the see personally, I have no problem with playing that game with you because a wise man once told me that we don't pay the women to stay, we pay them to leave. So that's why rich people play that game.
Who was the wise nigga that told you that?
that's literally the game that when you say when Boosie and all them was talking about, they was talking about the celebrities and like ball players because or just people with just a lot of shit going on or rich wealthy people. When they're giving these women this exchange and doing all this type of stuff, they're doing it because for one, I got the money and I don't have the time. So usually when you don't really got the money, you're dating, you're talking to them, you're texting, you building that up. But when you don't, it's like, yo, I can wow you with an experience and this one time
It's
experience.
just another way of showing your presence. Keeping your presence
I mean, it's
there.
broke.
And it's like I could just do that. I could pay you the bread and I don't have to talk to you every day.
So let me piggyback off of that real quick.
Go ahead, no, I'm sorry.
I think the fine lines are what are making this like a tough conversation to have. We talked a little bit about it yesterday being like a social contract. Nobody's gonna reasonably get on the phone and be like, all right, I'm taking you on this trip. We having sex, right? Like that's not the way those type of conversations go.
But
Hold on.
But
hold on.
a
hold
woman
on.
will say, if we not gonna have the sex, some women will say it beforehand. You know I'm not gonna have sex with you.
Well, you know we're not going on this trip then, right?
They tell you in the bed.
That's kind of crazy.
And
But
then
I
you
mean,
still-
Again, that's what I'm saying is this: the innuendos are kind of like implied. We're not just gonna up and offer a trip to somebody that we don't know on a surface level basis to even be taking it that far. That's like kind of like irresponsible and hypersexual. I think one, you have to
From a man's
understand.
standpoint, I'm gonna cut you off from a man's standpoint, yes. But women will. If I know plenty of women that guys that they don't know like that, if they hopped in their DMs and they got it or they seen it and they really talking about they off finna send a jet or I'm finna do this, they're going on that trip.
A man
I do
that
too.
I
I
know
do too,
men
but
that go
listen.
out of town for their homies ain't got no money.
That's not the same thing.
It is.
Not the same thing.
It
He just
is.
said
I'm talking about in
Friendship.
regards to
irresponsible.
calling it prostitution. When it's a derogatory term, the way we talking about it, it comes off like it's nasty, like it's gross. When these situations happen, and I done flew people out. We had a conversation where like, if you talking to a young lady, you talking to a young man, and there's some level of surface level vibe, and y'all both on that type of time, it's an unspoken thing. It doesn't have to be on Front Street, right? If you are experienced in getting flown out or having experiences like we talked about, typically some type of intimate activity is gonna go on during that interaction. If not, typically we hear the stories where there's friction. How many times we done seen videos where somebody trying to get exposed in a hotel room because they putting somebody out because they wasn't doing nothing that they wanted to do, or they putting a young man on a cell phone because he ain't paid, he ain't paid for the hotel room, he this, he that. It's all kind of like an undertone that goes with this social contract that's being said. I done flew people out with the intent of trying to get on that. Like, yeah, we're gonna have some fun, but at some point, like, I'm trying to get to it. And they didn't have no problem with it. And I've been in a situation where I tried to have those conversations, and Mox was just like, I'm not, if I'm coming to see you, I'm coming to see you, but I'm not having sex with you. And at that point, shout out to them for keeping it honest and being transparent on what their expectations were and giving me the platform to say, all right, cool, well, I'm not paying for your ticket. Like, you can stay where you at.
Damn.
So you just won't pay for her ticket if you just want to like get to know her? She gotta like have sex over her legs.
If I gotta pay to get to know you, you probably not the type of person that I want to get to know anyway. Also, speaking on experiences, bro, while we talking,
you wanted to get to know if you insinuated that you would even pay for her to come out there.
Say it again. I ain't hear you. I'm sorry.
I said clearly she was some type of person that you wanted to get to know if you even insinuated that you would pay for her to come out there.
No. I'm saying I never, if it was baseline, if I'm just knowing you, just meeting you, I'm not gonna up a trip out of my pocket off jump. Like, I need to know something about you. I need to know something about your background, because not for nothing, just like it's a safety issue, a safety concern for women, it's a safety concern for men too. Like, I'm not finna fly you out here to get lined up just because you look good next to me or you look good in Instagram pictures. Like, I'm gonna be responsible about it. But like y'all said, some people are out here, they have the disposable income, they have the means, and they have the mindset to say, yeah, I'm gonna fly a random out here. I seen her on Instagram and I got her. Like, some people following the future verse in scripture, you know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just not responsible. I think that calling it prostitution is a gross term, but it's not like, it's not the letter of the law, or it's not the definition of it. That is what it is. Like, it sucks to call it that, but that's what it is.
Boosie also went wrong because some of these people were actually sex workers.
Yeah, I was just
like, that was their legit
up.
occupation, which was my point earlier.
I mean, your occupation and you doing the same thing. Like, if you doing,
I just explained that.
It's not. Okay, it's not, right? Because if you think about it, two girls, right? One is supposed to be, she has experience in sex work and the other one don't. What's the difference between you saying like, hey, if I come out there, are you gonna buy me this? If I say like, yeah, you come out here, I'll buy you this bag. Okay, I'm coming. That's the difference with her saying like, yo, I'll come out here and buy you this bag. What's the difference?
Yeah.
One is that's what she do. The other one, maybe she just like dude.
Yeah, it's what she do.
But I guess that's the gray area, because you can't say whether or not this person really likes this person or not.
No, today, but at the end of the day, if that's what she do consistently and that's what you did that one time you acted in prostitution.
But this is the thing, though. No. Prostitute. When you walk up to a prostitute, Cody, and you are trying to pay for a service, you ask them how much, right?
No, Jay.
She charges, right?
No, Jay. You have a thing. You love New York so much. You know it's a thing called high level escorts, right?
Yeah, they go into these. I have a story about that, but I'll save that for another day.
You have high level escorts. You have women that sit in hotel lobbies.
No. I didn't engage.
Okay.
Something happened.
That date certain men with certain calibers because they got money and they know what type of time it is. You know what I'm saying?
So but that's just how. Okay.
But Cody,
a lot of times that's just how people that actually have money just go about dating sometimes. That doesn't mean that it's prostitution.
You coming from it from a woman brain because you trying to protect.
Like,
to protect the actions of a woman.
You just really want to call all women prostitutes for some strange reason.
I'm not calling you prostitute, but that's prostitute
what you
culture.
Pushing for.
That's prostitute culture.
No, it's not.
It is.
Okay, a man asks you on a date, right? Don't know this man from a can of paint. Just met him at the bar, right? Y'all go on a date. You get in the car when he on the date and he give you flowers. Is that prostitution?
No, that's dating. But I'm saying, if it's like Chris just said, if it's an underlying toning that in order for me to have sexual intercourse with you, I have to provide you with something.
You gotta provide women with anything. You gotta talk to them.
You have to. That's my thing. You have to.
You have to speak to them.
I guess.
I'm thinking monetary, right? A monetary exchange,
that's
right?
That's a part of having an experience with somebody.
But if it's an exchange of value, that if I don't do this, I can't get this. That's prostitution. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying
that you don't have to date, but I'm saying is if it's set in stone with you that if I'm not getting nothing out of this, we're not talking about the experience, because experiences can be any type of experience and make it fly. It can make it a good time, and then that's what happens at the end of the night. But if it's set in stone that you have standards like, yo, if you don't buy me this or exchange me this, we can't do this. That's prostitution.
It's
That's
not prostitution.
It's two different things.
Somebody got standards. If those standards include monetary things, that's not prostitution.
Wait, I'm gonna push you back on
It's
that.
not always prostitution.
Yes,
Okay, I'm like, this sometimes prostitution. It's prostitution.
I just feel like
If
that
your
standards,
standards
just
mean I
like
have to
y'all
give you
have
something.
standards. 'Cause
That's like
a man.
me saying, I require a man to give me flowers every week.
No.
That's
As a man,
prostitution.
hold
I'm
up,
a prostitute.
that's
I'm
adjusted.
a prostitute, Cody.
That's a
I'm a prostitute.
But wait a minute though. This is the thing. Y'all are men can sit here and call it prostitution if a woman says, "Yo, you gotta get this, this, and this." A man is not going to say that because y'all are not coming into a situation expecting a woman to provide anything of monetary value.
If you gonna provide, you gotta provide out the gate, baby.
So another example of that, right? A prostitute culture, or is that could be considered prostitution.
Cody ain't gonna never let up on this damn
He's not.
Paying
paying.
your side girl's rent. Paying for a girl rent.
You love her. Niggas love they side
They
girls.
really do.
You love her. That's how
They
they
fall in
love.
love.
You crazy? I ain't gonna.
Yeah,
lie.
so
why
look.
You
so
gonna
look.
put that
Check
on
it
your
out.
taxes as a gift.
Paying
Check
for
it out.
rent is crazy.
Y'all keep leaving out the part of the social contract. Y'all keep talking about what the men are doing. What are we doing this for? Like, what is the exchange? Y'all are not addressing what is the
I'm
exchange.
not a man.
If
I can't answer that.
No, but
I feel like it depends for me.
you said if you require flowers on a day-to-day basis, the requirement is for what? For your time, for your energy.
To show me to show your presence when you're not
effort.
around me.
Yes.
Okay,
Because
but-
y'all say all the time, if y'all go too long without talking to a girl, that leaves a whole lot of room for the next nigga to come in.
I'm with
So
you.
show me, right, make your presence known. You could give me flowers. Text me every once in a while. Send a little Apple Pay, a little Cash App. Ain't no wrong with that.
Bree, you keep missing the exchange. I'm sending flowers for what?
To continue to get to know, to stay in. I just said it. What you mean?
No, you didn't. You're leaving it out.
Exchanges continuing to have
I see what he trying to
continue
go.
to have my attention. You got to show me that your presence is always felt.
By sending you flowers or doing a gesture.
So
Or
what
just
I'm
being
getting,
present.
what I'm getting from everything is
That I'm a prostitute.
No, the ultimate goal is just some vagina. Is that the ultimate goal with you and with Cody, you and Chris? That's
But
the ultimate
honestly,
goal?
that's y'all fault because y'all put
That's
so much
there.
y'all put so much of a standard on vagina. It's really crazy to me sometimes. Like that's really y'all fault. So y'all can't get mad.
Yeah.
Y'all cannot get mad
I don't know.
when women start
No.
expecting things because y'all want us to open up our legs. Because y'all feel if that's our most prized possession, that's our prize too. We exchanging gifts all day over here.
Because guess what? We can give the greatest gift in the world, and the other gift, the reciprocated
they
gift,
literally proving it right.
That's
terrible.
Christmas. It's Christmas.
I think honestly,
You ever got one of them?
women put more emphasis on their
elephant
vagina than
gifts?
men do.
Imagine you bringing a really good elephant gift and the exchange, and you get
It's a $10 Starbucks card.
Exactly.
But we don't want no $10 Starbucks card though. Y'all already said what we looking for. This is weird.
I guess we're gonna move on. We're gonna agree to
This ain't
disagree.
gonna never. We gonna see what the people say.
I
in
think
the comments.
honestly, what I really would have believed is that women don't want to realize what they are doing in this culture of saying like you gotta have money, you gotta do this. They don't understand that's prostitution culture. They don't want to subscribe to it, but really that's what it is.
I don't think that's
Men,
it.
if they understood that that's how men when y'all start saying that and moving like that, men react to that. They okay, that's what we got to do. But understand like our intentions is like okay, we do this, we get this. Y'all for y'all. I don't want to say it's for security and for y'all pride. Y'all be like, nah, he got money, he did this, he bought me this,
y'all
he did
do that for y'all pride.
No, we don't.
Yes, y'all
No, we don't,
No,
dog.
I'm trying to tell you as a man, no, we don't. We doing that shit because we trying to get what's between there. We trying to skip. We trying to. I'm gonna tell you like this. For the most, I'm saying we. I'm not saying this is how I move.
Hold up.
Hold on. I'm not saying this is.
talk
I'm
about
not
this
saying
no
this is
more.
how I move. But when I'm saying we, I'm speaking of generalization for men. Most men are always trying to figure out how the fastest way to get from A to B. So if the fastest way to get to A to B with you is okay, a cash out, love bombing, doing certain shit, because I'm trying to get to A to B, that's what I'm gonna do.
And it's learned behavior. It's something that y'all taught us to do. It's not something that we just jumping out the window to do.
Oh,
we paying attention to y'all.
What we not gonna do is
I was gonna
blame
say
the
something,
women.
shut
What
up.
we not gonna do
It-
is blame
y'all-
the women.
y'all
it's not
lead-
blame-
We
y'all
not gonna
lead-
do is
y'all
because
lead
here's
this.
the thing. You just said right now. The goal is to get from point A to point B, but then y'all will
Right.
sit there and make the same argument and say, "Well, she gave it up too quick, so we don't want nothing to do with her."
Jay, it's not that we don't want nothing to do with her because she gave
Y'all
it
either
up.
want to work for it or y'all don't.
No,
Because-
it's not because we.
No,
it's,
they
it's
don't
not-
want to work for it.
it's
That's
not-
what they're
it's
trying
not
to
that
say.
she
But then they say things like, "Oh,
Our
I don't
expectations
respect-"
are too high.
Hold on.
Are we
See,
looking for love?
So let,
Do we need some
Where's the
balloons?
love?
Do we need to get in line with some balloons?
We can't love because once we say, hey, that
I'ma ask
person's
you-
cute, they all know she looking for money.
What-
she
what-
prostitute.
what-
let me
in a
answer.
relationship?
Hold on.
Coochie every day.
Hold on. Let me answer to
She
Jay's
an
point.
escort. She a high end escort.
To Jay, to
I'm
your
gonna put
point.
prostitute in my bio.
If you got it quick. If you give it quick, let me answer this question. If you say we giving it quick, the thing is like it's what you value, right? So you in a situation, so this will probably want to apply to you unless your situation don't work out. But and I'm not gonna put that on there. But it's like if you ever dating, next time women that's watching, if you dating a guy, right? If you go into that situation and be like, yo, if you don't hold sex at this higher standard, like whatever you feel like your most prized possession, if you don't hold it at that higher standard, we won't look at it like we conquered something. Because me and I, we hunt, we pray, we
You
conquer.
just proved my point.
No, that's what I'm saying. You came in a gate telling me like I got to do X, Y, and Z to get this right.
That's-
But if
that's-
your approach is
That's not the same thing, right?
no, it's not.
Okay.
If your approach
It is the
when we're
same
having
thing.
dialect, if your approach is telling me like, yo, this if we have sex quick, right? And in the way you communicate that with me is like, okay, you just wanted to get your like as a woman, like you just wanted to get your nut off. All right, it's cool, we did that. Man. As a man, I'm gonna be looking like I did not conquer anything.
That's not what I said though.
She just said if you give it up quick. You gave it
Because
up.
y'all make that argument. Y'all literally place
because
value
the
on us
mindset
based
and
off
the
of
mindset.
what we do fast.
Listen to what I'm saying to you. The mindset and the dialogue and the conversation is that if you saying you value this so much, but you gave it up quick. So if you're telling me that you value this so much, this is like your prized possession, and you in conversation is like I don't do this, but then you give it up to me quick. What's the value of it? But if you telling me like that's not the value, this don't have like I wanted to engage in this with you. Like what I hold something that's value, something that you can't get.
I'm confused too at what you're saying because I don't think you fully understood what I was.
At the end of the day, Cody think all women are prostitutes.
Listen.
You're a prostitute.
She's a prostitute. We're all
Hey.
prostitutes.
Check it out. Y'all, if you in love, spend your money on whoever and whatever you want to spend your money on. Don't listen to us. We just up here talking. Don't trip about it. The thing is,
Even if you were not in love, spend your money if you want to.
even if you're not, spend your money, but be honest with what your intentions are. That's how, like, all of the
That's
misconceptions
be
and
honest
all of
with
the
your
problems can
honest
be
with your
out of
intentions.
here.
But that's why I feel like
Young Dolph trial is going on. Can we talk about something else, please?
Let's
Y'all,
just move on.
Can we
'Cause
come
gonna
back to
sit here
this?
This is man versus what they call it.
It ain't men versus women, but it's like y'all. If y'all,
Our thought process
If
is
y'all-
like this.
thought process is different. It's really what it boils down to. Thought process is different, and if you sit back and if you take yourself out of the woman's brain and sit back and listen to what men are saying when they're talking, you will probably view it different.
So don't ask for a bag. Got it.
I just love some quality time
Cody
with
over
a
it.
woman.
Words of
that's the
affirmation,
whole other
you feel me? Acts of service, all that. I'm into all that. I love women. This is nasty, bro. Like she said, can we talk about dog? Can we talk about WNBA?
It's definitely a nasty.
Diabolical
It's definitely a
word.
nasty conversation, but it's definitely a conversation.
We should have a part 2 to
that
this.
definitely need to be had.
so we can get our facts straight.
Patreon. We need to do more.
Bree, I ain't expect you to be this hype about it. You had your legs crossed like you zen. You got your socks and shoes.
No, I only got my legs crossed
Bree
because
got
it's
some
real
pretty
hot.
feet.
I got pretty feet.
Yeah,
thank
do,
you.
Because guys be posting girls' feet. Girls be posting their feet talking about they got pretty feet, and they do not be.
Cody
having
looking
pretty
like
You better not
my
say
feet
that.
are
Somebody
pretty
gonna
Thank you.
screenshot this.
Yeah,
You
don't
should
zoom
sell
in on my
feet
feet because they gonna sell.
pics.
Shut up, Cody.
You
Take him off the thing.
You know what?
They a little
Sophie,
ashy right now, but they still, you know. First
Sophie
off, my
had
toes
texted me.
fade.
Sophie texted me. She said, Bree, she just got her dogs out for free like that.
Bree got pretty feet though.
One thing about Sophie, she go clock it.
All I'm gonna say is,
I wouldn't say Bree got pretty feet. She didn't.
Thank
we,
God
we,
for
we,
shit.
we have a history on this show just keeping it real, telling the truth. So let's not start lying today. When we start
If
talking,
she said my feet pretty, then my feet pretty. You
Her
just
feet are pretty. She
can
don't
just
got no corn.
you can't see
Her
how
feet
ashy
don't
they
go
are
like
from right there
this.
though. They're a
She
little
got
ashy, but they
pretty
cute. Yeah. You are
Cody, bring your toes out.
I
Right.
actually
let's
got nice
Yeah,
feet
yeah.
for me.
lying to yourself is like the most
Is
diabolical.
this
thing
the
I've
segment?
heard.
Are we talking about toes for like 10 minutes? What's happening?
Now let's carry
Chris,
on.
let me see your toes real quick.
Let's carry on because we got a special guest coming in. We just talked about
Maybe he could tell us if I'm a prostitute or not.
we just talked about Bree being a prostitute for like 30 minutes.
Hashtag hoes toes.
I want better for my friend, y'all.
You labeled me as a prostitute.
I didn't. But if the shoe fits,
You see how you just push it
The
for me to be
shoe
labeled
fit.
as a
So,
prostitute?
let me ask you something. So, if women who sell their feet are they prostitutes?
prostitution is
What's
I know
next
somebody that's on
the-
OnlyFans, but they not selling like
Okay, let's go to the next.
they not
all that.
they
I'm
not selling sex though. So does that make them prostitute?
I've seen people on there like putting music out.
Yeah.
Okay.
That wasn't even
what
a
we-
question.
what we
start
going
off
to?
with, though.
Well, come on,
That's
man.
crazy. What we
got
get
it.
into?
Pick one.
I want to get into. Let's get into Chicago clubs tweaking. Let's get into that.
What's the basis behind that? I never understood
wait,
why we was talking about that.
So Lottie, the young lady, she's an influencer from TikTok. She's from New Orleans, so she came up here and she did a review on like how she went to a Chicago club and the security was just on bullshit. Like how they
What
talking
club
about-
was it?
She didn't mention the club name. But she said the security team was on bullshit. Like, and she said basically by the time she got in the club, it making only want to have fun because the way they was talking to people, all the rules and what you can and cannot do, where to get in. And she was like, she just experienced that too much in Chicago nightlife. Opposed to like how you were saying earlier, like going to a bar or going to a lounge, it's more laid back, it's more cool, you can have a good time. But when you try to go to an actual club, a nightclub, it's always some bullshit.
Well, she was speaking on a specific
Security
place,
team, yeah.
and that specific. It was funny because if you looked at the actual comments, first of all, I didn't have to look at the comments to know who she was talking about.
Who was it?
Point it out.
I'm not gonna say the.
They don't give
Tell
us
me.
no money. They don't pay
Ari,
for no advertising over here. Huh?
Ari's.
was
I
Tal?
mean, I wouldn't. First
Oh,
of
you
all,
talking about Tay?
we a live broadcast. We can't be because at the end of the day, that's
That's why I said I didn't want to say.
you can't
because
say their name because we don't know who she's talking about. That could be defamation
She
of character.
said. She said the specific place that she mentioned is where that.
She didn't. I don't know what.
Wait, no, let her finish. What
she
did
put
She
it?
put it in the comments.
Okay,
She
you go
said-
to
Laugh it.
TikTok.
She put it in the comments. But before she even.
What did she say in the
Okay,
comments
so
that make you think
she
it was?
put the actual establishment. Where it was at? They were asking.
But he be
her.
at more than one place.
That it's a Saturday. That's his typical. He posted on social media all the time that he's there. That's his team
Oh.
on a
I was
Saturday.
gonna say it be a lot of people out here
So-
that I feel like it's a security guard starter pack, and they got like the beards, they tall, they light
No,
skin.
but she
Security
said
guard
that
starter
specific
pack.
establishment, and everyone under there knew exactly who she was talking about and what establishment it was before she even said anything. Which the same thing. Now I will preface this by saying I went there one time. I couldn't get in because I ain't have a back to my heel or whatever. They didn't let me in.
Wait, you was at the Olympic? I'm confused.
No,
What you mean? Got no back to you?
You was out there.
No, not.
A back to your heel?
Yeah, like the shoe I had on.
You had on like a gym shoe?
No, I had on
Sandals?
a heel, but it didn't have a strap.
Didn't have a strap.
Okay.
What?
Anyways, they said I did not, meet the requirement, but I had to use the bathroom. They let us go in there, use the
Oh, they
bathroom,
smart.
whatever
They
the case.
nice
So I
smart.
didn't have a bad experience with that specific team. She said that they were loud and they were rude to. They weren't necessarily rude to her, but she said that they were specifically rude to a lot of the women that were in the line. But like I said, before she even said anything, I knew who she was talking about because I also know people that have had issues with that specific.
Okay, so
Team.
let's say we taking it off the team and we're just talking about Chicago nightlife and clubs. Or how do y'all feel about our nightlife? Because it's outside of, I guess, like Sigma Chris. Shout out to Sigma Chris. Like everybody is. I think like it's a cohesive experience that people feel like the clubs is just trash and just how we just handle it in Chicago.
I don't even go to clubs unless I have to.
Yeah. I don't know.
And
But I also feel like that phase in my life is just over. Like I used to be in the clubs like Wednesday to Sunday type thing. Yeah, that was me and my friends.
Oh man,
Yeah, we used to be outside like that.
I'm gonna pray for y'all.
But even during that time, I've never really had a bad experience with security guards. But it's like she said, like I've been places where I've heard the security guards be very disrespectful to like women in the line when it's like you don't have to be that rude, you don't have to be that aggressive. Like we're women, you know, like you could tell us, hey, you can't get in with your shoe, and then
Yeah, that's what
It
they
just
did. They
be
was
that.
not rude to me.
Yeah,
at
like,
all,
you could
but
just
I
say that and
knew
that's
because
it.
I heard other stories about that specific team. And
But
I know somebody
sometimes
personally.
it's
that
also
was really bad.
situational too, because sometimes you could walk up in a line where somebody probably just got done arguing with the security guard.
So they irritated.
So
But
not even that they
comes with
irritated, they
customer
just more
service,
on
though.
high alert, because it could be a situation where I get to arguing with the security guard, I'll go back and get my cousins them, and they come in line. Why you huffing and puffing?
I'm tired of you and your damn
Because
cousin.
somebody's trying with me, I'm calling my cousins.
Let me ask
Learn
y'all
how to
this.
fight. Just learn how to fight. Before you
Let
talk
me
about
ask
fight.
y'all
I can't
this
fight.
though.
I make
Do
too
y'all
much money
feel
to
like
fight.
because of where we're at in the city, because of Chicago having, they've obviously experienced their own situations working the nightlife in different, we've seen security guards get shot. We've seen those things.
they on
Do
high
you
alert.
feel like you kind of don't blame them for being the way that they are?
No, I don't. No, I think there's a medium, and they need to understand that there's a medium. Like you don't have to be rude. You don't have to like ruin my experience, and I'm not even in the club yet.
That's what she says.
Cause that made me
She
say,
wanted
okay,
to
I'm not coming here.
I'm in agreement with I want to say I'm in agreement with 50-50 with both. So I'm not even gonna say my opinion. I'm just gonna play devil's advocate with the situation. All right, so devil's advocate. So if I'm security, do you feel like if, like Bree said, like if it's always been a hostile situation, like this nightlife, this Chicago, people be tweaking. I think from personal experience, I see women tweak more in nightlife situations than guys do when they go out. It's more so the women always arguing, women always fighting, especially on some drunk shit. So do you think they just already on edge because these are these security guards? It's their life, it's their livelihood.
A lot of times that could be it.
And they can be like how Bree just said, I can go get my cousin. So these women can tweet and not even go get their cousin. A lot of these girls got guns now.
Yeah, they go to the car and they come back.
I done have
I
friends
got a little cousin that stay strapped.
walk up with
Hey, my friend got her.
Yeah, so it could be like for instance,
I like that.
me and my homegirl, my friend was DJing at a place that we all are familiar with, and she was like, "Yo, I'm done at 9. Like, you should come up here." We ended up running late, so I didn't get there till like 8:45 ish. And as soon as we pull up, these girls come outside, and they got like the security guards like pushing the door on them because they have drinks in their hand. Everybody knows you can't leave an establishment with liquor in your hand. Like you can't leave the cup. So he's like pushing the door closed because he was being nice to them at first, like y'all can't go out there with that. And then they just started like getting rowdy, like why I can't go out there. Then they start like throwing stuff at him, like throwing like bags, and like she broke her purse. Like it was a lot going on. And it probably just because she was a little lit. And people come to the clubs already lit sometimes, so they don't gotta spend no money.
Yeah.
So
I mean, think about being a security guard dealing with drunk people all night.
yeah, like dealing with drunk people all night. Of course you're gonna be on high alert. I hate that ruined her experience, especially her not being from here. But
she's also from the South too, so I feel like I would like to kind of know what their tone was too, because women from the South, they may not be used to, like us. We might go in and be like, oh, that's normal.
yeah,
Like,
and a lot of places in the South don't have like higher end clubs either. Yeah,
That could be a thing. Go ahead, Chris.
I'm not a club person in general. I hate it. I hate the environment. I hate the
really
people. Yeah,
That's
so
why
I'm
you
not-
was judging
can
me
see
when I
that.
said I was in the
I
club
mean-
5 days a week.
Man, Chicago
'Cause
clubs be trash anyway.
It's
especially for
trash.
guys. Like,
Chicago clubs
can't
did
even
not used to
we
be
can't even wear
trash, though.
hats.
Yeah, that's what
Like,
I'm
we
saying.
can't
If
wear
I
hats
can't-
in clubs.
I ain't gonna lie. If I can't wear my hat, If I can't wear my hat, I don't even want to go there.
I can't wear. You can't wear Timbs. Like you got.
Can't wear Tim. Sometimes you can't wear F1.
You can't wear sneakers.
Like you telling me I can't be myself to come to the spot.
You pull up in a suit.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I had
It's
one dude. I think
That used to be the trend.
Wow.
We used to wear blazers with like bodycon dresses.
Y'all bogus.
With the little pimp dresses.
Yeah.
That's your era, right?
Yeah, when I was undergrad as a noob, like I used to wear like
Little button up.
yeah, button up, little polo shit.
Yeah,
Some slacks.
looking like Target.
Looking just like
Looking like Drizzy Drake.
Oh
When
no.
Drake used to wear them cardigans.
Yes,
But that was a style back then.
that
You going to
was
the
like
club.
if
Y'all
you
going
watch
to
the
the club
Usher Yeah
bogus.
video, that's how we used to dress in the clubs.
But
sometimes.
I was gonna say like I think last time I went to like a club just trying to go.
Mhm.
It was one of the homies' birthday, and I was trying to slide to a club on Sunday, and I got a hat on. It's cold outside, and he
That's why you had the hat on. Let's go.
Please take that.
Oh, I know you be feeling all that.
I do. I'm bald as shit, but I walked into the spot, and he like, "Yo, you can't wear the hat." And I'm like, "Yo, I literally just saw whatchamacallit just going there with a hat." And this is when I was like, "Okay, it's a status thing," because I ain't gonna say it, but he was like, "You ain't him. He can do
He
it."
said that?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a status.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's
I
like,
would have
yo,
left.
y'all don't even have. No, I definitely didn't go in.
No, I'm
Did
going
you have
home
a
after
girl
that. You ain't
with you?
finna treat me
Because I
like
would
that.
have.
was-
If
I
I
was
had
done.
a girl, if I had a shorty with me, I would be so embarrassed.
Yeah, nah.
I think that's probably like pre-planning your dates though.
Talking
Like,
about-
if
you ain't
going,
him.
if you going out with a shorty in Chicago and y'all gonna hit a club or something afterwards, you down there know like, yo, I'm not getting in there with this. So this is how I'm moving. That's the plans for the night.
Facts.
But yeah, I don't really do that. Like even with bro, was like, yo, come to his birthday party. And, and he was saying like the security might be on board. Like
Oh yeah, don't nobody want to deal with that.
I ain't dealing with that. Like
Don't
soon
do
as he told
But
me,
also, I feel like
yeah,
our friends sometimes invite us to the club thinking, "Oh, you gonna automatically get in." Everybody don't know me.
Right. So then
I got pulled out of another club. Like I got lifted up
Oh,
and literally carried out of a club before.
what
the hell?
And I'm not gonna say their name either.
For
But
what?
we cool now. But so it was my friend's birthday. And he like, yo, I got a section, come meet, like just come after. I think I had got off air like 10 or something. So I get to the club, and it's like a lot of people trying to get in, of course. But my friend comes to the door. Like I call my friend, and I text one of the bottle girls was one of my homegirls. So both of them come to the door, and they like her, like bring her in. So I don't know if it was just too much going on or what. So he reaches his hand out and grabs my hand and tell me, come on. So the way that I go in is like right behind the security guard. So we like halfway in the club. Next thing I know, I'm just looking at everybody up under me. Like everybody is like on the ground. So I'm like, well, who the fuck's picked me up? I look back, like the whole security guard like lifted me up and he's carrying me out of the club.
Oh hell no!
Literally carrying me out of the club. So I ended up calling the promoter that night. And I was like, yeah, like they ended up letting me back in. But I ended up calling the promoter like, yeah, I just wanted to let you know what happened. Like I really just didn't appreciate that. It's not even just because of who I am or who I feel like I am. But don't embarrass me. Like, don't pick me up. Don't put your
like
hands
you didn't
on
even
me.
ask. You didn't even tell me like, yo, you
Yeah,
gotta leave
like you
nothing.
could have tapped me and be like, you can't be in here,
Yeah.
and I would have explained to you how I ended
His
up getting
face is-
here.
Damn.
Like they literally
bald.
picked me up and brought me outside the club and then brought me right back in, which didn't even make sense. So the second time I wasn't gonna go. I ended up going with one of my other homegirls. She was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna introduce you to the owner," and he like apologized and so he was like, "Oh yeah, I heard about that." Da, da, da. He was actually the one that told them to drag me out, but yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh yeah.
So at this point, go ahead. You for saying.
No, I wasn't gonna say none at all.
y'all gotta stop doing too much.
Yeah.
I was going to say at this point in Chicago, I think, and this is why I think Sid McChris kind of got a niche thing with him going on. I think you're paying, or if you're going out, like you really paying for like comfortability and like just
The experience.
I wouldn't even say the experience. It's like, yo, I know it's not going to be, because Sid McChris shit don't remind me of regular like nightlife. It don't remind me like club popping bottles. It reminds me of like just a good, think of it like a good vibe, like kickback inside of a professional establishment. So it's like you having a good time. So I think you paying a little extra tax
And
for
Chris
that.
made sure like people are good. And I appreciate that too. He not really one of them promoters that's like, don't call me after 8. I'm turning my phone off. Like, you ain't got to worry about that with Chris. If it's a problem, like, Chris gonna handle it. I appreciate that. He don't do too much. He just, I don't know if they pray before they open the doors or what, but it is always a good time with them.
Y'all welcome.
And he
I
don't
appreciate
promote for real. It's like if you know he got something going on, you know.
Because he really do this.
Yeah, so
It's like he's the brand, but he I feel like he didn't really try to be like, yeah, I'm the face of this. But like, it's just,
I think
it's
it could
an
be
aura.
too
It
based
comes off
off
him.
of like the experiences that are being had at other places. When you have that bad experience and then you go somewhere and you have a good experience, what's gonna happen? You're gonna keep coming back, and you'll pay the money. You will pay the money.
Yeah, you paying for the comfortability. Like you paying to just be cool and have a good time. So I get that. Honestly, I think the Chicago clubs got to do a lot better, man. The Chicago nightlife.
we have some good clubs. We look some
on some like think
basic.
about it, just playing black hip hop stuff. Like where can we really go to have our generation? Because I literally whatchamacallit just put out a tweet. Trey White, he put out a tweet saying something like Chicago don't have like a
Yeah, I
black
saw that.
professional scene.
Like a black professional
Millennial,
social scene.
social
I
scene.
A
agree.
black
Millennials.
professional.
It's like you gotta be a part of like the Gathering Spot, or I guess you could say Soho is one.
Yeah.
But that's Soho. Like that's not
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
like
Extra
That's
payment.
not opening for everybody.
yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody could work on that, you know?
Go to the Hubbard Inn.
Oh, they done turned that place out.
Oh, I know.
Albert Ian Ratchet now?
That's great. Ghetto.
Yes.
Last time I went outside,
That
Hubbard
was
Inn
the
was
place
ghetto.
she was.
man.
That's what that was the place she was
when
talking
Cal and them
about.
used to be up there. No, it ain't like that.
That thing
Hubbard Inn
ghetto.
is not like that.
What
at
about-
all.
what about
They don't
Joy?
even got the look. You know how you walk in, used to be flowers everywhere.
I
It ain't
know that.
That's that no more.
What about Joy?
I don't rock with Joy.
I think Joy is probably like
Right.
it's on the same thing. It's right there.
I don't rock with Joy District because
I done had some. I done got some joints in Joy. And Hubbard.
Damn.
That's-
No, Hubbard is definitely for that's for my
they turned
generation.
that place out.
That's my generation. I ain't gonna lie.
That
to
was
you.
the play. That was the establishment.
But we used to have
was talking about.
very nice, respectable R&B
But she's
nights.
also older too, so that could be why.
That's
like,
not her
it's
crowd.
Just,
She
that's
shouldn't
not
have
your
even been
crowd.
there.
You
She
gotta
probably
know
shouldn't
your
have went there.
crowd.
She probably shouldn't have went there.
She
but
not from here though, so you know.
yeah, well, shout out to you. Next time, girl, hit us up and I'm gonna take you to a nice little lounge where the daddies is at, and we gonna have a good time, okay?
She's gonna take you to them happy hour spots.
I
Okay.
wonder if Lottie, if you watching this,
Send it to her. We gonna tag her when we post
Lottie, if you
it.
watching this, I just, I want to take you out for an experience so you can see Chicago.
Lottie,
in a
do
different
not
way.
let this man finesse you.
Oh,
Why you supposed to
that's
be
not
my friend.
prostitution.
That's prostitution.
Why you this
That
is
is
prostitution?
That's prostitution.
Exchanging
All
them
I-
services.
All I said was I never said I wanted anything from you. I just said, let me just.
You want
take
your
you
time,
out,
man.
Get some time with you. You look like you're a real cool person to talk to. You got a good personality. So if you watching this,
Fuck.
just understand.
Cody
Yeah.
done shot
You're
his shot at
embarrassing. We're going on
Lottie.
commercial break, guys.
You
We'll
a
be right back
terrible-
after these
You a
messages.
terrible friend.
You are embarrassing.
Hi, my name is Nazir Smith. I am the job developer and career coach here at Growth. And today we brought a partnering employer in. And what they did is they gave a presentation, conducted a workshop, and actually started the onboarding process. So they assisted guys with applications, assisted guys with I-9 forms, and actually gave away offer letters today. I would say about 5 individuals received offer letters today with pay, scheduling, and all the details included. So it was a great day today for some of the participants. We got some smiles, and we got a bright future ahead for those who are pursuing their career.
So I'm on the way right now. So I just made a video about how I don't want to make this photography channel, and here I am at the studio, about to do another photo shoot in the video.
Would've gave him my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah. Would've gave him my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah. Why you go and change on me? Why you change on me? Why you turn your back on me? Don't turn your back on me. Would've gave him my all to see you happy, yeah, you happy, yeah.
Why are you shooting today?
I'm shooting because I need to step outside my comfort zone. I wouldn't even say I'm blowing up. I'm stepping outside my comfort zone. That's why you need friends like her, because she gonna hype you up. I'm gonna be so mellow. But yeah, you know, when I do speaking engagement panels, you know, when we come in and take over, they need professional photos. What's the word?
Voice of the streets.
Voice of the streets. Like, we got Chicago on lock. By this time next year, we got the Midwest on lock. Down by this time the year after that, we gonna have the nation on lock.
I feel like it's bigger than Chicago. I be saying, like, I seen her in there. I seen Chance in there a million times. Taylor Bennett in there.
I wish I had Joe energy. I don't know how do I get there? Like, what? Like, she's
just
always just upbeat. Even when she cussing me out, she upbeat. And we back. And
Did y'all like Cody?
We definitely
commercial.
You definitely fine for playing that commercial, right?
He was doing the whole.
Talking about.
Hey, I was bagging him with no muscles. I realized I was skinny and I was still getting some. So I must be a little
Your
cute.
beard look a lot better. I like
I must
that
be a
for
little
you.
cute.
All right.
You look cute now.
I feel like I always been a little cute. I was a little ugly. If you squint your eyes, turn your head sideways, you think I'm attractive. Back then. You know?
That's how you build your confidence.
I built my confidence just by working at myself.
I like that.
He give himself self-affirmations every day.
What we talking about? Because let's stop talking about Cody.
Yeah, y'all can talk about me all day long. You know what I'm saying?
What's on the list?
Yo, you on one. He is on one today.
I'm feeling good. I worked out this morning. God is good. I told you all my chakras. All my chakras are aligned.
It's this hat.
Now I gotta get a hat.
Because it got like the little halo on there.
That's God, right?
Okay.
Bree. What we talking about? We talked about Chicago clubs tweaking. We talked about sex trafficking, prostitution. Let's dive into. She want to dive into this Caleb Williams, Justin Fields talk. Chris still on? Luke still on?
Oh damn!
Come on, you
we was talking too much
Chris.
about prostitution today.
Yeah, we could. Man, you know shit happens.
I thought we was gonna kick it off.
Y'all want to get into?
They talking about okay, Cody with the commercial.
Y'all want to talk about either? We can go into the Dolph trial, or we can go into inappropriate in the workplace.
We got 15 minutes.
This is inappropriate in the workplace. The dog trial that's too heavy. I ain't gonna lie.
Well,
This actually been a fun show, so we don't know.
They were saying,
It's.
I guess we could
it.
just recap it next week because they were saying it's
Yeah, we
expected
could
to be
do,
over soon. So yeah, let's do that. Let's keep it fun.
Let's keep it fun. Let me ask y'all this before we get into the inappropriate in the workplace. So so none of y'all watch football, right?
I know what football is.
So y'all don't.
I know every 10 yards is a down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna ask our special guest when he get in. I'm gonna ask him that question when he get in. That's gonna be something I'll talk to him about.
All right.
So inappropriate in the workplace, right? So I guess Dr. Eric Dyson, it kicked off with him just texting the young lady a picture saying like, "Yo, we look good together."
Wait, we gotta break it down a little bit more. So
I think Nuke,
he brought it up.
You can't say the N word. You can't say Nuke.
Oh, I can't say that.
You can't say it. That's y'all.
I'm not.
Out of respect.
I ain't official. I ain't official yet.
But people be like, y'all. Now I feel like I gotta say N word.
Yeah, they say
they be like, y'all.
No, you can't say it.
So regular people can't.
We not. It's just you can't call him. You can't be like, "What up?" Like, "What up?" Nope, nothing like that.
I can't call you the N word.
We could third person. It can't be direct.
N word. Okay, your N word, Chris.
Our fraternity brother.
Yeah.
That's
He
just
broke
some
it down.
syllables.
He broke it down a little bit most. But
so
Eric Dyson is a senator, I think.
We all fuck.
We a little off.
Let me just pull it up.
But Eric Dyson, he is some type of congressman, governor, senator, something like that. And then I think he got into an argument with another lady, like a reporter, a white woman, and I think he called her a white supremacist and like accused her of so much stuff. I think the next day she had put out text messages that he had sent to her after her wedding that she had invited him to, with him trying to like basically get with her and say like, "Hey, we look really good together. Like you look gorgeous."
And he's married.
That's even
So
worse.
he was flirting with her after her wedding, and
after her wedding.
Yeah. He took pictures because she sent him wedding pictures of them together. No, he sent it to her. He's like, he said, don't tell nobody, but we look really good together.
So fast forward. That's what he sent after the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Fast forward, he started calling her a white supremacist and some more stuff.
And some more
And she
stuff.
outed his ass.
That's what
she outed him.
Oh,
The next-
he that bold that he sent us during the wedding?
I think it was,
So
it was probably afterwards, but he bold. He crazy. He crazy.
Yo, that's borderline crazy.
Yeah,
So he
crashing
also like the reason why he called her a white supremacist because she was mispronouncing Kamala Harris's name. She was calling her Kamala. So he corrected her a few times.
Oh, that's the girl. Okay, I saw that
Yes.
clip.
He corrected her a few times, and she continued to call. I guess they were in a heated
and
debate, and she
didn't
continued
wanna...
to do that. And that's when he went forth with,
"You're a white supremacist." And then she came back with the receipts the next day, like, "Oh, okay, I'm such a white supremacist, but wasn't you trying to holler at me last year?"
A woman scorned, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Why at my wedding?
After,
it was two different girls.
It's two different. It's not the same girl.
Nah,
Same girl.
Now I bet he wish he would have took a back seat and let the other black girl at the table handle that
You
situation.
would shut enough.
Because he was going in on her.
oh, and he sent her kissy faces in the emoji.
Oh, he freaky.
And he not even.
He said, "Shh, don't tell anybody."
Oh, she laughed
we
at
look
it,
good
though.
together. She laughed at it.
She laughed at it.
Okay, the laugh is
Nah,
just like
nah,
a ha-ha.
no,
Let me
she-
just
She said, "Ha ha
keep
ha
the
ha ha ha
peace.
ha ha ha." Like, you don't spell that out. She was trying to flirt
Y'all
with him
generation
too.
is wild.
I wouldn't even say it's y'all generation, bro.
That's wild.
Me knowing women and like just hearing y'all talk up here, sometimes that could just be a defense mechanism because you don't really want to
Because
come
if
off
I
road.
don't respond, then it's weird.
Yeah,
It's
I
weird already.
No, it is
Yeah.
weird. But if I don't respond as a female on the receiving end, it's like, oh, now I'm difficult, and now
here's
he
the
didn't
thing,
mean it
though.
like
Oh,
that all of
no.
a sudden.
But here's the thing, though. As a woman, if I care about how you feel, yeah, I'm gonna hit that ha button. But if I don't care about how you feel, read and leave it alone.
I would think
So-
if you cared about me, you wouldn't even respond to that. If a man sent you like we look really good together, I would
But
hope
it
that you
seems
wouldn't
like
even
there was some
respond.
type of friend. That's what I'm saying. It seemed like there was some type of friendship there, especially if you was invited to the girl wedding.
You know what? You're right.
That's
So that's
true.
probably why she
That's true.
ha'd it off. Like,
you right.
but she was finna send no kissy faces back.
So I'm 50-50 with that, right? So from my POV, I see 50-50. It like Bree said, we friends, that's cool. But then we friends, why? And we get into an issue, why bring it up like it was something wrong?
White
Bring
women's
what
here.
up?
Like have the screenshots and it like
White women's here.
Because you called me a white
Not
supremacist.
only that, he did get. I mean, she was disrespectful, but he got disrespectful to her too. So
she
it's
like,
like,
all right, if we're gonna get disrespectful,
let's play this game.
Let's play
Yeah,
this game.
but I felt like she could have did that a little differently, though. I think because here's my thing too. Like, yes, he maybe she felt offended by that, but you exposing this man. This man got a wife. Now, if you were at her wedding, whatever the case is, then 9 times out of 10, his wife was also in attendance too at that wedding. Just as if I'm looking from it from a woman's perspective, I just wouldn't do that to another woman. That's the way my husband finds out. He's like, I find out that he's flirting with other women.
That's crazy.
Like,
She said, "I'm gonna expose you.
Wife.
I'm gonna expose you to the highest extent."
She was thinking about her ego.
Yeah,
so
that's
let's take it
definitely
off
true.
them, right? And you talk about the ego. I want you to finish this thing.
she was thinking about her ego, but she wasn't like, how offended were. So here's my thing. You were just literally being accused of being a white supremacist. You don't feel like you need to, like, so what you're worried about is exposing him instead of backing up and saying, yo, I'm not a white supremacist. Let me, like, you just kind of proved the point at that point.
Because
I wouldn't say that.
Because when I seen the conversation, it was given one of those, I'm just talking at you just to see if I could win this argument. I'm not trying to understand why you telling me mispronouncing this lady's name is such a big deal. So she never from the jump thought about it on some, let me understand where they're coming from. So I see why she reacted the way that she reacted, because it was just all about ego. It was all about her doing her big one.
Okay.
She probably don't even remember what he said to her.
Somebody called me a white supremacist. I'm not worried about them text messages in my phone. I'm worried about somebody viewing me that way.
But that shows you that she doesn't care.
Which further then she proved this point then at that point then. Because if you don't care about
with her not caring that he's calling her white supremacist, the fact that she was getting ate up in them comments is what hurt her when that clip came out. That's why she had to come do her big one.
That's why she had to do her big one.
But I'm saying but that's what I'm saying. At that point, it's like you're not even worried about the masses viewing you a certain way.
That's what I said. She don't care.
Then she's a
she
white
is.
Supremacist then,
it's
probably.
not about. She
Well,
never
Jay-
said she wasn't.
So Jay,
she never
Jay and
said she
Bree
wasn't.
do not get on this broadcast and call people white supremacists.
Unless they are white supremacists.
Unless they identify that's a part of their pronoun.
Can I ask them that? Are you a white supremacist?
Yeah, so let's be responsible. We have a
Do you
responsible
identify
broadcast.
as a white supremacist?
But I do want to move this conversation since we're talking about. I don't even want to say white because I don't consider him a white supremacist. But we're in that realm.
In the realm of white supremacy.
In the realm of
we in
Trump
the white because we're talking about the election and we're talking about he's still president. We call him former president or we just
Former president.
or we still address him as because he was a president.
Biden? He's
Trump.
still the
We calling him Trump.
Former president.
Don't put no title on that man's name.
So Donald Trump is just getting the Latin vote. Like he's really putting his money where his mouth is, and he's getting these Latin artists and these Latin influencers to step out.
It's a complete left turn.
I think it's in the same realm because y'all talking about white supremacists and we talking about Donald Trump and most of his followers are white supremacists.
There's a lot of black people that support Trump
I'm gonna let you finish.
I didn't know it was a black ex-cons for Trump organization.
I saw that. I didn't know we wanted to bring that up or not. But
it's so much you can tie into this right
he
now.
He do the little boxing organization.
I'm not gonna hold you.
So let's.
I was very disappointed.
Cody,
let's open the conversation. Let's open the conversations up to how do your thought process on minorities because we are minorities in here. Rolling with Trump. You know, and then first of all, what's y'all initial raw thoughts? So let's start with you, Chris.
I got ate up last time.
Minorities rolling with Trump. Honestly, I just feel like it's not in your benefit to vote for Trump as a minority, because there's nothing in like his plan or policy that is even gonna protect you or care about you. Especially as a black person. Hispanic, definitely not. Like, he wanted to deport damn near everybody. And I think the only argument that I hear from people all the time when they talk about Trump is like, oh, he gonna bring money back to the country and all of this. And I don't think people know that those stimulus checks was coming to us regardless of, like, I think Bree had said this a while ago. That we gonna get that stimulus.
In the comments.
We was gonna get that stimulus check regardless if Trump signed it or not, right? But I think nowadays people just bank on that to try to say like he was a good president, and not realize everything else that he was doing, and they don't even know what he's planning to do right now, right? Like even if you watch any debates that Trump been talking like Trump, he don't have a plan. He doesn't have a plan. Like it's a clip going around. He's like, I got concepts of a plan. Like I'm not in office. Like that's like saying like, yeah, I would do something differently, but I'm not in there yet. I don't know. But
concepts of a plan
is crazy. But I don't know. I don't think a minority should be voting for Trump. I think you should do your research. Do your research and then come back and make your decision. But I don't think that's the best interest.
Imagine your girl saying, like, you plan on marry me? I got concepts
of a marriage.
I think I know.
That's crazy. Jay, same question. How do you feel about minorities rocking with Trump?
I think it's just a level of, for us in general, there's a level of responsibility that we shouldn't take lightly when it comes to endorsing anyone, because we know that history has shown us that this country was not built for us. They built this system to keep us at a certain level and for them to excel. And so we see that in the school system. We see that in even the way that they run prisons. Like we see this in several different layers throughout America. And so when you step to the plate and say, okay, I'm going to endorse this person who has actively done things to harm the community that you come from, I just don't understand how you don't feel like that's a responsibility for you. If he's giving you a tax break because you have money, you're literally selling yourself at that point. You're saying my money and how I'm affected by it is the only thing that matters, and you're not thinking about the people that, or even the places that you've come from. And I think so. I think it's just a responsibility as a whole. Whatever you choose, there's a responsibility to really do research, because I feel like a lot of the reasons why specifically Hispanics are voting for Trump is because they don't like what's going on with. Well, I feel like Black people feel the same way. This immigration stuff, and so that's a big. When I talk to people or when I see people who say, "Hey, I'm voting for Trump," that's like the first thing that they mention, aside from what he said about money. And so when you look at it from that aspect, it's like your people came from somewhere and they had to come here and make a better life. All for you to do that? That's crazy to me.
Just you to turn the other cheek.
Yeah,
basically.
and then here's the thing, to add a point to what Chris was saying about, them saying, oh, the business aspect of he's a good businessman, because I've heard that too. A good businessman they study whatever their business is.
A good businessman.
He should have some type of, he should have been, I've been studying this, the statistics say this. He's not doing any of that. He's saying, well, I'll figure it out when I get in office. So that whole good businessman idea is not even valid. Let me not say valid.
It's not valid.
No, you can say valid. Just don't tell me that what I say is invalid. We gonna have a problem.
Y'all did. That clip was a little spicy. I've never seen an audio get that much engagement.
That's crazy.
I liked it though.
I did too. That's awesome.
So Bree,
Bree, we good. As long as I don't say valid.
I race relations.
Yeah. Race relations.
Race relations.
That's a spinoff show.
Race relations. Brianna.
I think Trump supporters are radical. Like, you know how it's like you be in class, but it's like this one group of kids that just don't do what the teacher say, and you be like, why you just don't be quiet? Like, why you gotta keep talking? Like, that's how I feel like my Trump supporting friends, because they so loud. I love them as people.
So loud and wrong.
But they so loud, so wrong.
Got friends that are Trump supporters?
Oh, and one... I was gonna tell
so
Spirit,
loud
I
and
ain't gonna tell
wrong.
it myself. Yeah, like, and then you know how you just become friends with some people, but you don't really know until like the debate come. You be like, oh, that's what you doing. Okay, yeah. But they very loud. They're very wrong sometimes. A lot of Trump supporters, like Jay said, a lot of them are just holding on to the whole immigration thing. But then when you just look at the logic of it, it's like if he gets in office next year, the first thing he cannot just start building a wall the first day he's inaugurated.
Because he can't put people in camps.
That's the thing.
He done it before.
He has put people in camps, but regardless, that's
He
inhumane.
tried to build this wall, and he never built it.
And he said Mexico was going to pay for it.
It's a lot. Exactly.
Like,
it's a lot of things that's going to take more than 4 years to actually come to pass.
My thing is this too, like he's even speaking on the Haitian American community, saying that he wants them deported. Yeah. Haitian Americans
for eating cats and dogs.
Haitian Americans who are not even they were born here. They don't know Haiti. They don't.
Oh, like they're
saying
they're citizens. You can't do that.
My point.
I think,
but my biggest thing was just I feel like he's trying to do like a cleanup now of the whole like abortion rights and the whole like immunity for police officers. Like I think he's trying to fake cleaning up a little bit because they see how it's like affecting the people that you looking to vote for you.
So then let me play devil's advocate, right? So devil's advocate.
He low key want to vote for Trump.
Yeah, you ain't gotta say devil's advocate. Just say what I.
So you had that mega hat last week.
I'm gonna let you.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I just want to get y'all perspective on this. So why is it that they wrong or radical and why should they give their vote automatically to the Democratic Party? Because as minorities, and we're speaking on why our thought process on minorities voting for Trump. As minorities, we've been giving our votes to the Democratic parties since the 60s, I want to say, since the 60s. And still are in these ghettos. We still, for black people, still don't have reparations. For Hispanic Latino community, y'all still dealing with the things that y'all have been dealing with. Racial profiling within the police in these low economic impoverished neighborhoods. We still push to these spots. Education systems in these places are not the best. They're pushing black and brown people to the prison systems. So it's been the same thing when you've been casting your vote for one party this whole time. So why don't you? What's wrong with someone thinking like, hey, I want to give my attention to somebody else because maybe they can do something different?
I don't think it's nothing wrong with it.
Ain't
It's
nothing
just
wrong with
loud
that.
as fuck.
I just think that's a wrong decision to make this year.
I was
I
going to
think-
say
I
it's
think
the candidate.
It's the candidate, yeah. I would not put Trump and his people in that office. If you want to make that change, because don't get me wrong, I was not for Biden, right? I was not for Biden. I'm
I
like,
don't think none of us.
No,
was
we
really.
weren't.
I
None of
wasn't
us
for
wanted
Biden,
to
but
vote
it's
for
like,
Biden, but
it's
we
like,
had
all
the
right, it's
choice.
better than Trump. Like it's
Yeah.
basically like, all right, I guess it's like, all right, here's my vote. Like here's
Going back to like how I said about like the classroom. When you have like school elections, it's like when you're watching a sitcom and it's like school elections, like this one person that's like, we're gonna get pizza every day for lunch. And the kids are like, hell yeah. And then the other person is like, I'm gonna make sure we have more nutritious meals. And everybody's
Like,
like, that's boring,
boo.
but that's more realistic. You can't have pizza every day for lunch. Like, it's like this man keep promising stuff without any like plan behind it. Like, you just saying a lot, and it's like you're not telling us exactly how is this gonna happen. On top of how is this gonna happen in 4 years? Because you could get in there and not do any of this, and you can't run for president no more. This your last term.
Yeah, 'cause I think this even with that, right? Like you said, him trying to be like this better person for us, he's gonna ruin our economy.
Here's the thing too:
Like,
is
Our
we
economy is
saw,
already
we
ruined.
saw,
but it's gonna be worse because he's trying to put like tariffs on like every country that imports food here. So like, if y'all think food prices and taxes are high now, wait till Trump gets in office and like because he putting a 200% tax on them to like import food to our country.
But minimum wage is gonna go up a lot too.
Minimum wage is gonna go up a lot.
We are not going to have groceries. We're not going to have food.
Y'all better start
People not going
farming now.
people are not going to import to the United States because of that.
Y'all do it. What's
I
the
think
word
too.
for it?
Here's the thing with
That's
the
cool though. Like, I think it's a two part to that, right?
That's not good, Cody.
That's actually good that they do that, right? Because I think it's time for us to be self sufficient and starting like so. Sometimes when you say "Make America Great Again," right? People gotta understand that when America was at its peak and at its high, when economy wise back in the day, it's because everything you used to get used to say "Made in America." That's when that proud to be American was thing. So your farming, your clothes, your factories, like industrial, like when that industrial revolution, like if you start thinking about like history and stuff like that, the industrial revolution in the early 1900s, that's when you got your Rockefellers and your Carnegies and all these people when they start making millions and start blowing up and our country started being good post the depression and stuff like that. Is because everything we did was made in America. So the economy was going like this. So our factory jobs now are shipped out into foreign countries. And we're talking about food being imported. That means that's less for American farmers and people that lose their money. So when we start saying "Make America Great Again," I mean, some people start thinking about it some racist shit like when was America great for Black people or for Latino people, but it was a point in time where America was it was never
Let
great.
me ask you something.
But it was good. It was
Let
good.
me
It was
ask you
good.
something. How much of that was owned by us?
A lot actually, right? So we're being a
When
minority.
you say us, you mean America's a minority.
No.
I'm talking about black. I'm
minorities,
talking about
right?
minorities.
So when you're talking about back in the day, so when was
We used to have our own.
when was Black Wall Street?
And what
that
happened
was
to
19.
They burnt it all
Exactly.
It was
down.
probably 18 or 19 something, right?
It was
Like
early
1920s.
1920s. We own shit. When you start talking about the 40s and the 50s, and you start talking about sharecroppers in the South, a lot of Black people own land. It wasn't until we started moving north and we started working in factory jobs, we lost that sense of ownership. We started talking about small towns in the South, or just small towns, different places in the neighborhood. We owned houses, we owned our moms and pop stores, we owned a lot of stuff throughout. How do you think a lot of these scholars on your Martin Luther Kings and all these different people, how you think they was able to get through school because they family owned
Or
and had
even
businesses
had out.
and had colleges. Like Black people had wealth. Education at one point in time was a thing.
Because we didn't have wealth.
We had
did have
wealth.
Like compared to white people,
Yes.
like we talking
Well-
about the South too, right? I
Not
want
compared to
That's
no,
why-
wait.
that's
Compared to
why-
them, Yeah, now
Like
compared
Wall
to them,
Street was burnt down. Probably.
They said they took our communities.
They didn't want
They
us
took
to.
our people. Like they didn't even we didn't have the same jobs as white people. Like the white people didn't want to give us like the same jobs. Like we can't have the same wealth.
Well,
Right.
I think that
we can never have the same
Never.
wealth. No, right. But you also gotta think that we had the foundation to build. Okay,
But we was in racist
Atlanta,
states though.
Atlanta, right? The city of Atlanta, right? The reason why the city of Atlanta has been the black mecca, and then DC is one of them as well. The reason why
North Carolina's.
it's been like that, and this has 100-year. And the reason why everybody like why we can't be at like Atlanta, because Atlanta got 100-year infrastructure of black people doing shit within their community and building wealth, ownership. You know what I'm saying? Politics, like that's a blueprint of like how you have wealth and you build wealth over years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so to say we never had wealth when you have a city like Atlanta and you have a DC that's a business, young professional black chocolate city that's known for DC is chocolate city until they started doing gentrification in the last 10 years. It's because they have history of like shopping and building and doing education within each other. So to say we never had wealth I would say is not a valid statement. Now, if compared to their wealth, yes, I would say that.
But we've had wealth. Like there's small, but it's not to that level, right?
There's a limit to what
What they give us.
It's
like,
not even a limit.
They not letting
even
us.
women what to allow because
I just think they just have more years of generational wealth.
Yeah.
Not even generational wealth because not everybody that's white is rich and wealthy. You know what I mean?
It's true. Y'all watch Shameless?
Yeah, that's true.
But
I think
a lot
it's
more of
just-
them.
It's just a lot. It's a large more percentage,
Yeah,
of course.
It's
but
more. It's more for one. It's more of them.
Mm-hmm.
They have a head start of understanding certain things. Like if you watch the show, what's the show that Shorty was tweaking? And they just did the other shit with old boy from Luke James in it, Us or something like that. Them or Us.
Oh, Them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the first season of Them, when it first come on, it breaks down redlining, like redlining and how they charge black people more to get homes in these nice neighborhoods. So the interest rate was way more higher than it was for other people, other ethnicities. But buying a home is the first way you can build wealth and just build wealth. So all these in these suburb communities, when all these white people, these middle class families, they own a home, after so many years of being owning your home, it's a thing called equity. So when you get equity in your home, you paying your mortgage, you getting more equity in it. So then when your property, that's why they say you bring my property value down, because no matter what I pay for my home, my equity goes down and my property value go down. So if I bought a crib at $100,000 and I pay that shit off, but now this value of this property went up, now the average now house is like $500,000. Now I have $500,000 worth of equity. So now what I can do is take out a home equity loan against my home, and now I can put my kid through school. I can buy a new car. I have $500,000 of equity that I got. See, they was fucking black people over because they was making their interest rate and the prices for their home, or not trying to sell them home. That's why we got the projects. You know what I'm saying? So when you start talking about building wealth, that's just a mindset. All the people back in the South and all that, they own their land. That's equity in their land. They can take out loans to fix their roofs or put their kids through college.
We got to think about all those people that did get the land and some people that didn't, right? Because my great grandma, she came from a slave plantation. Mm-hmm. They had nothing. Like, you still dealing with racism, and you working a job. She's still picking cotton, making a couple cents an hour.
So let me ask you something.
You moved to the north. That's you already know. That's why most of us moved to the north.
Yeah, I mean, we're not saying everything is peaches and cream now, but what I'm trying to tell you is that mindset of saying we don't got it or we can't get it is the reason why we don't have it. Because one of my biggest things is that I don't allow, especially when kids are around, I don't allow people to speak negative. Don't say can't, or that's gonna be hard, or we can't do this. Like when I got my kids or nieces, and I got kids, when my nieces and nephews or like my goddaughter around, only thing you can speak is positive.
Yeah, I tell my son that too.
Like you can't do
anything.
Like when we had conversations, it can't be, oh, that's gonna be hard, or we can't never get ahead, or black people, nah. Because in their mindset, they just gotta know you can make it happen, because you can make it happen. We just broadcasting the shit that we know we can't make happen, but we can make it happen. Like fucking Korea's a homeowner. I don't want to put a business out there, like, but it's people out here that can do that shit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, I think we getting to a better spot now, right?
But it's been a spot though.
It's what?
It's been
We've been
hard.
here. the culture's been here, but we're not broadcasting that part of it. So that's why I'm even having this. That's why it's like this is a good conversation for me to have now, because even when you talk about the Latin communities, like if you go to these different spots in Chicago, the Latin community owns majority of the businesses in their neighborhood, and they do it out. They did it off of mindset. A lot of the people, people that came from Mexico, they will come from Mexico as their families. It could be, you know how we make jokes and like it's gonna be 13 of them in a car or 15 of them in a house.
They really do be doing
They
that.
15 of them like, yo, we gonna get in this house, right? We gonna get this house, we gonna buy it, right? So once we buy this house, once we bought this house, then we're gonna buy the house next door. So now 15 just broke down to 7. Because half of us gonna stay here, half of us gonna stay here. So now we bought this, and then we gonna buy the next house. Then we gonna buy the tire shop over here. Then the corner store, the grocery store is ours. We're gonna put that money and we're gonna buy it, and we're gonna keep coming here and doing it and grows.
Even I think it's Asians, they have like a
Asians
pot. They do a pot for businesses where the whole family puts money in a pot. And they buy businesses. One person, it'll be one person's business, and then they do it again, and then another person buys a business.
So, wait, real quick. So, how does Trump fix that issue?
That's what I was going to ask.
Between the black community, because I know I've heard Kamala's plan, but how do you think Trump could fix that issue?
I think Trump can fix that issue or provide issue, because Trump can. If you sit down and talk business with him, he can tell you business. The one thing he know how to do is he knows business. He knows loopholes, he knows contracts, he knows policy.
He went bankrupt.
Huh?
He went bankrupt.
But bankrupt ain't even a bad thing though. Bankrupt's not a bad thing though. Like so when you go bankrupt, all you got, what is it, like 7 years and everything on your credit is wiped out, so you start over?
Sometimes it's like 2 years.
It's right away sometimes too. People get and then right away they send them credit cards and stuff away.
A lot of business owners and
it's not a good thing.
Wealthy, rich people that you think that's rich and richy, they don't have that physical cash. A lot of that shit, they just have access. They have assets. So you consolidate your assets. You can have a lot of debt. A lot of shit is built off debt. Their empires is built off debt. And when they just can't pay the banks back for them debt that they owe, the millions and almost $1 billion, they just filed bankruptcy. Now you can't get shit. I don't owe you shit because I just filed bankruptcy. Like my stepdad, before he died, he had filed bankruptcy years ago. And now in present time, after like rebuilding like that bankruptcy, everything going on and getting all that debt, credit card debt he was in wiped out, the man was up. Because it's like, I don't have no debt, and now I'm smarter thinking with my money, my expenses is low. I got like, so it's like, if you understand how the country work and shit work, like this shit can work out in your favor.
That's true. I'm gonna say this though real quick. Kamala Harris has a plan for the the small businesses out there.
It's Kamala.
I'm sorry. Miss Harris. Miss Harris has a plan to give people $50,000 for their small business startups. That's what she said.
$6,000 if you have a newborn.
She said, she said if you get them kids, she putting them kids on the tax. You getting $6,000 per kid.
Oh, per kid?
Per kid?
I did that one time. Newborns.
Per kid? Oh, it's a newborn.
I have another baby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you better get pop some kids out.
Hold on. 6 times 10 is what?
6,000.
That ain't worth it. But if I do it all at one time, then I can get it back at that one time.
Yeah.
But no.
You just have hella baby mamas.
At one time?
Yeah.
But that's
I'm sure there's a tax limit though, just like they do with the child tax credit. You can't make over a certain amount to get it.
That's true.
I'm broke, baby.
But hey, if that 50,000 is true for the small business startups,
I'm broke, baby.
I'll be there.
But hey, I think I don't know, just go off on that tangent. And another thing that she was saying too, I want to make sure we put on this broadcast and for people watching, when she's talking about like Asian communities, how they put money in pot. One, I want everybody.
Arab communities do that too.
I want everybody to, if you ever go to Detroit, please go to the Motown Museum, because a Berry Gordy, like a fucking cultural $1 million empire in Motown Records was started because Berry Gordy and his family had a family fund. In order to Berry Gordy to get the money he needed to start Motown Records, he had to pitch to his family a business plan. And they gave him the money, and he had to pay his family back with interest. And of course, they gave him the bread. He had his business plan. They gave him the money, started, but he paid his family back. They pot back interest off what he started Motown Record with. So black people have been thinking like that for years. It's just not been publicized. Second thing, life insurance. Get life insurance on all your peoples.
My grandma said life insurance is the cheat code to life.
Everybody gotta die. People come to
I ain't
America
got it
and
right
get
now.
$1 million life. They get $1 million life insurance policy
If you
on the
got
oldest,
like if you
on the
have
elders.
siblings, yeah, if you have siblings, like I know people who got like big families and all the siblings, they put in for like millions of dollars worth in life insurance on like their parents. And they just split it monthly, like they pay on it monthly, and then something happened to their parents, you break that down.
Break it down.
I feel y'all. I just hate to think about it. Like,
You grown.
I know, but it's like, damn,
So we gotta
like,
grow up.
you gotta just think about, like, it's thinking too early about death.
I literally used to, like, when I was in like my early 20s, like when I feel like it was a realization that, you know, like your parents getting older, like they getting sick, things like that. Like I used to be the same way. Like I never didn't want to think about it, and I'm very emotional, so it's like me even thinking about it like would bring tears to my eyes. When now it's like you got to make sure like everybody good,
your family good,
and that because that's gonna take a lot off of you.
I just lost 2 parents, bro. Yeah. That shit, like, those are conversations I recommend people have.
Because unfortunately, it'll create more problems.
Yeah. But that's how people build wealth. Like, tell you, like, I worked at, a lot of my mindset came from when I worked at Chase. That was one of my first legit job when I graduated college. I was a banker at Chase. And when
imagine walking in Chase to Cody.
See, Cody,
right?
Crazy.
But
you want that in 20s.
The hustler mindset of me, right? Everybody that came and sat at my desk, because I get to look at their account. Everybody that came and sat on my desk that had money in their account, I sit there and I talk to them to the point my branch manager got mad because I was sitting at my desk with people for hours and like, no, we got to get customers in and out. But I would sit there and pick their brain on how do they get money. So things that I'm giving out is people that I seen with 300,000, 500,000, millionaire, Asian people, Latin people, black people. Like, yo, Asian dude told me like, yo, you can call my phone right anytime you want to my number. I can show you the real estate game. Because he was trying to show his 18-year-old son the game, but his son was hype beast, coming up fresh. He don't know if he wanted to get it. He was on that. He didn't know if he wanted to do that.
Yeah.
His daddy like,
I'm fresh. That's all that matters.
His daddy came in there like, look, I need a cashier's check for $20,000 because I'm finna go buy another property. I'm like, damn, what property you own now? This is such and such. Like, he like, man, it's an easy game. If you ever want to learn, I'll show you.
So why you broke now?
Because one, I got into entertainment. Entertainment doesn't create cash flow, but that's why anything you get into business, everybody told me the same thing. If you're going to get investments, business is about cash flow. That's why drug dealers and crime families are so up.
Why
They
you
have cash
learn
flow.
real estate though? Because you don't necessarily need to.
You need cash flow in real estate. Because if I'm a landlord, if something breaks as a landlord,
but that's why they have
you have to go fix it.
FHA loans and stuff like that. Like you
can
use
get
stuff
the
like
property.
that to rehab.
You get the property, but you're going more in debt to fix up on the thing. Like
but
you're not.
Still, you
but
gotta
you can make
take
some
a
money
risk. You
off
took
of
a
it.
risk. We in debt now. Look at us.
I wouldn't say debt.
Damn, how you putting our business out front street
debt.
like
We
that?
ain't like the biggest, so it's like
But
you
you
could have still took that risk.
I put it like this: if you don't got cash, if you don't know you got guaranteed cash flow coming in, or that's why they got Jamal King got being a 9-to-5 millionaire. Like when you working at a job, does he tell you if you working at a job you're making $80,000 to $100,000 a year, you can make that risk and get into real estate because now you can make your business and you won't even get it working in a work check because that money can be your cash flow to take care of this and you can build your portfolio. But you know what I'm saying, by us being in entertainment, everything is like entrepreneurial lifestyle. So any cash flow we get is flowing back into this business, and to this business is taking care of itself. So what's the word as a media company is flowing in cash and bread with a point where it's taking care of everything itself, then that's when you start building other assets. So people be like, yo, you having multiple incomes. Multiple streaming incomes only work if it's passive. Because then if you just doing different work, you hustling, that means you getting different jobs. You just hustling backwards. But if you can focus on one and get one coming in flowing, then you get the other one. But you have stocks and you have little small investments that grow overnight, but that's not cash flow. You know what I mean? So cash flow, that's why I say cash is king. You need cash flow.
That's your TED Talk for today.
All right.
We're gonna do a what's the word financial literacy.
Shit, don't ask me about no finances.
I don't even like people know I already know that type of shit.
Why? Because they think
You don't want to educate your community, brother?
Nah,
Okay,
because
you
now
right.
When the whole point,
I think it goes out. It goes out.
We don't broadcast it, but I hate
It
that
goes
people know
out
that.
better
I know
because
this.
people would be like, you don't know how many people come up to you and be like, yeah, man, you should read this book by such and such or da-da-da. And it's like, yo, sometimes I like people trying to see what people's perception is of me. Like I want to sit there and what you think I don't know and do know. You know what I mean?
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, it's not a waste of time, but you just don't give everybody your whole self because everybody's attentions ain't pure. You know what I mean? So you give them a little bit piece by piece.
Type shit.
What's up with our guests though? Is our guest in the building?
I guess need 5 minutes.
That was 10 minutes ago.
Okay.
All right. Well,
What else we got?
just some quick shout outs
can
real
I ask
quick.
my question?
What question?
We got-
Ask the question. Can I get some gummy bears? My stomach making noises.
Oh my God.
Would you be mad? Would you be mad if you found out, hypothetically speaking, your significant other passed away and you found out they was cheating?
I mean, I wouldn't be mad only because it's like
What you gonna do?
Bree,
I was finna say so. I need to
stop it. You gonna be mad.
If I found out they was cheating, I'd be like, "That's why you did." Like,
Ooh. See, yeah. See, all right.
Yo, Cortez.
karma is real. God got you
Karma
up out of here.
is
You
real,
play too
and it
much.
don't.
Stop
it
playing
don't,
with me. God
yeah.
don't play about me.
Ooh, that's
That's the definition of God don't play about.
So
That's
you'll
why-
get mad. You'll let that stress you out.
I wouldn't let it stress me out, but I wouldn't say that's why you did.
I will feel away if. No, I will
Like, cause
say that's why
imagine if
did.
you built a life with somebody and you thinking
Because maybe if you wasn't out here cheating, your health level will be a little bit up.
Because actually, that
You
those
have some
kind of
time
like
to rest and work on your immune system.
play
but
hand in
you
hand,
spreading
though,
yourself so thin
self-control.
between all
What if
these
they got
women.
shot or hit by a bus?
choices.
That's karma. You shouldn't have been out here cheating.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, if a person is, this how I feel
Cheating
though.
is just disloyal. If I don't know you cheating, you out here cheating, like, go to hell.
I feel like a dishonest person is dishonest
You just
person
can't
all
die.
the
You
way
gotta go to hell.
around. Like,
Cheating, you gotta go to
because
hell.
if you
That's
dishonest
crazy.
if you-
about cheating, and I'm the person that you lay down with every night,
You lie to me about everything. I'm sure
not
you
just
lie to me
you
about
though, everyone around you.
I think that
probably.
just depends on what your deal breaker is. But Chris, if the girl you was dating, I don't even like talking about that type of shit. That shit crazy.
Cody, if my girl died,
See, yeah, it's like it's crazy.
if some shit like that happened to a woman that I was dating, and like a dude posted a story like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna miss you," like, and they got pictures of them kissing, like, I'm not gonna be at the funeral. I'm not gonna hold.
I'm gonna be hurt. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I probably
not.
wouldn't
You
be
would
at
not
the
see me at
funeral
that funeral.
either.
I'm not pulling up to the funeral.
Oh, so you going to the funeral?
I'm letting that be.
And this is my girl. So what? My girlfriend or wife or what? Baby mama? What we are? What's our status?
I think either of those hold weight.
So it's my current girlfriend. We've been in a relationship.
Y'all been together.
Y'all been
And I just-
y'all
5
built the
years.
life
5
together,
years.
everything. Yeah, like 5 years.
Yeah, I'm going to the funeral. I'm going to the funeral.
Even if you found out,
What if the guy that she cheated on with
I'm
shows?
just gonna be. I'm gonna go there and pay my respects. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay my respects.
I ain't.
Because it's like, at the end of the day, this is not about me. You know what I mean? But am I gonna be around and keying and shit? Nah, I probably dip and I probably bounce.
I don't even want to see it.
You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, until this point, this was the love of my life, right? So it must have been something she was doing or something that we shared where she was the love of my life. So I still feel something. You know what I mean?
I would just feel like because then to the point of like, okay, this is the love of my life. I was the love of your life. We shared all of this together. You didn't feel like you needed to be honest with me
I'm tap
at any
dancing
point
on
in
your
time.
grave.
I'm
What
sorry.
you
I'm not
talking
finna, because at that point I'm gonna feel like everything was a lie then, because that's something that you put in my health at risk. I don't know this person.
Yeah, I don't know
You
where
like
you been.
it's so many different layers to that would make me feel like, oh, you really just don't care about
Like
me.
you start thinking about times where
Agreed.
she's telling she was out somewhere. You like, damn, she was with this dude.
Most of the but most of the times when
I'll get overthinking.
Most of the time when
Okay, don't let you get
when
cremated.
we not together
burning the ash.
or when it's a cheating situation, most of the times you kind of know like y'all
Alright,
went
we
in a
ready.
good place or they cheating anyway.
Mm.
So
I
I
feel
mean that'd be the writing be on the wall that your partner was cheating on you.
But no, if my
I'm not going
boyfriend
to
died
nobody.
and I
I'm
found
not
out he
going
was
to.
cheating a lot, yeah, we having a party on your grave. Like,
Party on your
I'm not gonna do
I'm not
all of
playing.
that, but
I am. I'm not playing.
I'm
that.
definitely fucking your shit up.
Yeah, for sure.
We
Whatever you
together,
got left
I'm fucking
over.
your shit up. And then I'm gonna cry after that.
All right, we only gotta go to no commercial break. Just
And I'm gonna get some niggas to beat up your homie because he knew you was cheating.
just do the. You know what I'm saying? Have him sit
We
down.
doing commercial break?
No, he got 5 minutes left on the live, so I'm just gonna do that. Then go to
Right.
All right.
Introduction? You want to introduce?
Oh,
Everybody, we're gonna give a round of we ain't gotta give a round of applause.
Give him a round of applause, man.
Ain't no people in here to give a round of applause.
man.
Nah, we ain't giving him no round of applause.
Man, that's crazy, man.
Nah, we ain't giving no. Nah, I'm fucking with you guys. How you feeling?
I'm good. How you doing?
So we were just topic before you just came in. We was talking about if your significant other died and knock on the wall wood again, and you found out she was cheating on you.
We did not agree to this topic at first. We wasn't even supposed to talk about
Yeah,
this.
we was.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying, due to circumstances, how would you feel?
I mean, I'll be a little hurt, but there's really nothing I can do about it. So I'll just go through the, the proper steps of, putting her down. But I can't really do nothing about it. Long as now, if dude pull up, then he got to get beat. But
See?
Okay.
See?
I'm tweaking. Now I'm like, all right. So what type of relationship y'all had that you pulling up to the funeral? That's crazy.
You
Like,
feel me?
And her mama cool with this too. So that means she know you. So what y'all got going on?
Yeah.
But besides that, I'm gonna have a respectful little burial for her, and after that, I got to see. We're gonna have to do that. Yeah.
Okay, I respect that answer. So,
Flip it though.
Huh?
Let's
Well, all right, let's
we
flip, okay.
gonna knock on wood. We ain't gonna because the power in the tongue. Let's say the roles flip. What would you expect her to do? Because they did say, and God rest the dead, but they did say Dolph had a condom in his pocket though.
Yeah, we were trying to skip that
part.
Yeah. But Dolph had a condom in his pocket.
A lot of women came forth when
when
Rich Homie died.
He's just practicing safe sex. I feel like you can have a
That was
condom,
dope
you know
though.
what I'm saying?
You
You
can't
gotta
bring
do
it
that.
back home though.
And at the same time, he ain't bring, like he said, he ain't bring it back home. And you never know, him and his wife probably didn't want no more kids. And sometimes men don't like pulling out,
know
so
what
they
it
practicing
was?
safe sex.
Cap.
His homie because that's what I had heard. Because I'm gonna stand up for my boy. His homie needed it. You feel me? And he was going to get what he was going to get, and then he looked out for his homie. That's
Stop
why
lying
I
on
love
this
it.
man.
There you go. That's what happened. That's
Yeah,
what happened.
This is why I didn't want to talk about this in the first place.
Dolph
mean,
he a king.
I mean, black men don't cheat.
We don't.
You know what I mean? So
I'm finna go home, child. We're not finna do this.
So-
we just got here.
Before we end the live, we got a few questions I want to ask you on live, and then we're gonna get into the interview private. So for y'all at home, gonna get these questions off. So we talked about this earlier to open the show. Is getting food out
Oh my God.
considered prostitution?
it's high class now. Yeah,
It's high class prostitution.
but it ain't prostitution no more. When you get flew out, it's escorting.
So it's just if anybody fly you out at any time.
If y'all not dating, this is just a girl you like. Then you saw on Instagram where you just got up with and you
Off
like.
Instagram, you got flew out. You don't know this man or nothing.
What
That's
if y'all
deep.
what if y'all know each other, y'all just long distance, y'all stay in two different cities, and he like, hey, come spend a
Oh,
weekend.
that's different. Y'all know each other. Y'all been.
What's considered
taking
know
on-
each other though?
Yeah. What?
I ain't talking about
met-
y'all texting or y'all met. I'm talking about how y'all actually kicked it when y'all was in the same city multiple times. I'm talking about fresh meat, a fresh text. Y'all just been texting back and forth, a few FaceTime. You know what? You say, you know what, shorty?
Right.
Come out. I want you to come out here with me.
No.
Or we finna go to Miami. I'm finna give you a ticket. Where you going? That's I'm flying you out.
No, scenario.
Answer
You
that
met
scenario.
them
Can I guess? Answer that scenario first, then yours.
I wouldn't say prostitution because that's disrespectful. But when you get flued out, it's another level to that. It's called escort.
Okay.
So now I'm an escort.
Put yourself in the real. We ain't say that.
I ain't saying, but
It's
you
in the
been taking
atmosphere
a real
of
person to that.
escortation. Is that a word?
I think so. Yeah.
I think it is.
You can roll with it.
Escortionist.
Oh.
So your scenario, you ask, I guess.
I
your
made it
Scenario.
work. It's not.
Escortation is crazy.
It sound good, didn't it? Did it not sound good? It ain't. Y'all hating.
Okay,
All right,
scenario.
It's cool.
You met her on a dating app.
That's
She came to Chicago with her friends. Y'all met up, had a nice night. Y'all just went out. Y'all didn't spend the night or nothing. y'all start texting periodically, so like a month go in, and you like, hey, you know, I want to be around you. You know, maybe you should come to Chicago.
That's
and
different.
she come to Chicago.
You put a lot of meat and potatoes with that, so it's not. That's different. Because y'all done built the bond. That's a relationship, no?
Even if you only saw her physically one time.
No, he was talking about, but you're still saying it. He was talking about never met this woman. Straight from the DM, live, hot. What you on? I'm finna fly you out here.
That's a good time.
Yes.
That don't mean I'm an escort. We not talking about me per se. Can I just let that?
You can't. Don't say I.
I
did say I. That's crazy.
So, because the argument was, well, not the argument, because it was just a conversation. I was trying to get the women to understand. Anytime that there is an expectation of some type of exchange for the intercourse, or that's considered like
no. If there's a sexual exchange, not
any
type of exchange.
A sexual exchange. If you feel like he ain't spend no money on you, and that can even be locally. Like, you ain't got to be a flew out. Like, if you feel like, why am I giving him some sex if he ain't spend no money on me, or he ain't doing X, Y, and Z? As soon as you put that, I'm not giving you the sex component
because you didn't give me these.
That's an exchange for it, so that's considered like a prostitutional discussion. Yeah, it's transactional.
Yes.
They said I was wrong. They feel like I was.
No, it was a lot more going into that. But my head hurt from talking about that.
We gonna rewind the tape. That's all I was saying.
See, y'all done had me to walk right into a.
That's all I was saying. All right, but last topic before we get off the live. Are you a football guy?
I watch it, but I'm not I'm more of a basketball type fan.
So you don't even feel no type of way with the Caleb Williams, Justin Fields?
I do feel some type of way because I'm from Chicago, and I just need him to. I'm gonna look at the camera. Just focus on the game, bro. Just like stop thinking about all the critics. I'm gonna let that go by real quick.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. I don't pick it up.
They ain't been here the whole day. As soon as we start talking,
they come once every time we're here. Like at least one time, they got to do it.
Got to.
Caleb, bro, focus on the game, my boy. Stop worried about what everybody else got to say. Stop worried about they care about your nails and all that. Focus on the game. Stop getting blinded by this light. Because Chicago, what they do, they build you up to tear you down.
For sure.
Do what you need to do, my boy, and keep winning. What did you own? You letting all of these critics get to your head, my boy. Focus on the game, go in there and do what you did to get drafted to this motherfucker. They let another nigga go. He was cold. They let him go because all the critics, and they built him up and tear him down. Now he going crazy in Pittsburgh. 3-0, right?
Yeah, 3-0. Shout out to Justin Fields.
Shout out to my boy. Focus on the game, my boy, before they get you up out of here. That's all I got to say.
So it's really the fans' fault.
Yeah, it
like
is.
I said last week.
It's impatient.
Cause y'all really be hyping them up for no reason.
Literally said
Y'all be hyping these people up like he just got
here
here
for 30 minutes. Let him play.
I fuck with Caleb. I think he 3 games in. I want him to get some. I don't think we should have got rid of Justin Fields though.
No,
that was me thinking.
Y'all damn near pushed him out.
Facts. And blamed everything on him. Every time something went wrong.
Yeah, all right, see, that's my thing with football, right?
It was the coaching.
Like they blame a lot of football on the quarterback. I'm like, it's like 20 plus people out there. Like, why is we blame the entire team?
Right. It's not boxing. It take a whole team to make somebody decent.
Yeah, Justin Fields can't make everybody win. Like, if I throw the ball to you, you get tackled because you can't run fast. Like, that's like, what can I do?
And let's not mention, bro, we could have had Patrick Mahomes. What's y'all like? You feel me? Who they get? Mitch? Tweaking. We could have been winning a long time ago. Y'all don't want to win. That's the thing. Just like y'all let my boy go, DeRozan. How y'all let him go?
Oh, yeah.
All y'all have to do is build around him. Y'all won't let this boy, the light-skinned nigga, go. They won't let him go for nothing. He don't want to play. What's the name? Jackson. LaMelo Ball just came back. Y'all let that boy go. Build something real. I'm tired of losing.
Now I gotta ask you this
because too lit of a city to keep losing.
Because you have a status, like it's like you have a social status now. Like you're an actor, you on the show, you got a real profile. You on the Shy. I'm gonna say it the show. We're gonna put respect on your TV series. How do you feel comfortably speaking of? Because now at this point, these people are literally your peers. Like y'all in the same type of bracket,
right?
So how do you feel? Like you're not a regular sports fan no more. Like you literally like
it'd be different. You gotta kind of watch what you say because if you run into them, then they be feeling like it's something personal. But you got to know I'm a fan before anything. I'm a Chicago fan before anything. So I'm gonna stand up for my city. And I support y'all too, because I get criticized. You know what I mean? You can never do right in the eyes of these social media. Like, you got to think about, stop. And I had to think about it myself too, because I was responding back to a couple people when I was making videos. Shout out to Burn Ponem. They doing their thing. And people was like, oh, why he got them tight pants on? Oh, why his shirt cropped? Oh, why he got leather shorts on? You got to realize these people in Nebraska or something. Shout out to Nebraska. Ain't nothing wrong with y'all. But they be in the middle of nowhere in
It's
the
a different
cornfield, not
culture.
doing nothing in their life at all. Even the people that's in the Midwest, they doing absolutely nothing in their life. But they pick this phone up and they can criticize you. So just keep doing your thing, man, because you're going to be good.
Okay, I like how you curved that too, man.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, since we not taking stuff personal, and we gonna get into more of this in the interview, but I want to get people a little spice. You know, it was
A little spice.
It was, you know what I'm saying? It was a little post going around about they saying the show fell off when certain characters.
I seen that. That's why I came to address y'all. Now I'm
But before we get into that, you know what I'm saying, we gonna say that for the exclusive.
Yeah.
I want to just say I appreciate you for your response on that, because you didn't take it personal. Most people would have took it personal.
No.
It was like,
Did you just say we was cap?
I said stop the cap.
stop the cap.
Yeah.
So I respect that, and we're gonna go more deep into that whole thing.
Because Beyonce watching us. So it's like, how we fall off.
Beyonce definitely
and
put y'all in that
Beyonce
article
watching
and
us.
said
You're right. She could have said anybody in the world. She could have said
She
Snowfall.
said the Shy.
All the Power Universe. Shout out to them because they like family. She could have said anything. She could have said Yellow Jacket. Anybody that's doing their thing right now. She said the Shy. So how we
That was
fall off?
cold. I like that.
You know, when I see her, she gonna ask me why I killed Rob, and that's
Cause
y'all know how I feel about Beyonce. So what we go? No, I'm just shout out to Beyonce and Beehive.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, I ain't on that.
Don't do that
I
to
got a lot of
Beyonce.
other shit going on in my life. I don't need no more smoke.
Yeah, not today.
That's what I'm saying. We got things to do in life. I don't got time to be getting
Nah, for real.
Nah. But hey, everybody at home, appreciate y'all for tuning in with us for these last 2 hours. We got an exclusive interview with the homie Cortez Smith. Make sure y'all go check that out when it drops. It's gonna be dropping on Fanbase soon. But now we gotta get, you know what I'm saying, we finna chop it up with them. Appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday. You know what I'm saying? I'm Cody, this Bree, this Chris. We got Jay in here, Chris doing some work. Shout out to the crew in the building, everybody in the crew, Creed, Dora, Leah. Episode 48. We got anything else you want to say?
We almost at 50.
The thoughts, views, and opinions expressed on this show are not to be presented as fact.